Okay, we're starting a little early because I have a lot of grinding to do. Alright, so let me send the link out. God, I'm streaming so much, which I love. No complaints on my behalf. You guys let me know what the audio is. Let me know if the voice is a little low or high or music, whatever. Hey, welcome. Tad is here. Okay, bud. Rise of Kingdoms media chat. Audio's perfect. Lovely. Love to hear it. Alright. All the links have been sent out. So, I was just looking for my altar. Oh, I didn't even realize you still had this. What is Xeno wearing? Xeno has 7.5% defense versus this, which would be... it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so... Zero Petros at dawn. Yeah. Alright, so I could do boots. This is what I was looking at. I could do boots. I'm actually glad you're here, Boom, so I could get some, someone I know has a higher spend account, their opinion. So I can get boots, where I do this, and I awaken it for 1.5% attack. Or, I have two refines I can do. I have two refines I could do on this. And odds are, hopefully, I would be able to get it. I mean, I actually don't know if I have the materials, now that I'm saying that out loud. But we could do at least one attempt. So I was debating doing that now. I don't think I could do this. Yeah, I can't do that. So the question for me was, do I do, which one of these two would I do? Or do I just do none and wait? I guess in theory I could do that too. So I was thinking about that. I will also say, for those of you that don't know or haven't heard, I only do, believe it or not, bear with me, Silver Arc. So, with that said, it's going to be a little bit more of a rando fun thing. Good odds to get crits with both, but boots guaranteed iconic 2 is important. Yeah, I don't disagree. Boots. I also want to invest more in my Cav. That's kind of why I wasn't looking at this. You know, even though I am missing enemy health ignored. Which, why? Oh, I guess I went, what, 4-piece? Yeah. Oh well. But, like, this would be better, but I want to invest more in my Cav gear. Try to get closer to being, like, maybe a Rally Garrison down the line, that type of thing. I wonder if I could do both. The choke point here is... It looks like Matt's. You're doing your first coordinator for AOO at 14 UTC. Ooh. Alright, so let's do boots. That'll be fun. Quick awaken. That'll get me that. Alrighty. Lovely. So now we get the boots, level 2. That's fine. So I probably should awaken this, actually. I probably should do an awaken on it rather than a refine, now that I'm thinking out loud. Because I guarantee myself 1% attack, or 1% health. I think that's definitely the better decision. And then I probably could still afford to do one refine attempt. Probably. I think so. I mean, I have a good amount of these. Yeah, awaken 2 then crit. Alright, let's fucking do it. Full send, am I right? So awaken. And I know some people have been making arguments lately about doing the combo accessory, but I think that this is my choice, personally. So this is like all my materials, but that's okay. All right, this is a big refine. What are the odds of 75? 11. All right, guys. I will be happy with the 50. So there's a 41% chance I am happy. There's a 41% chance I am happy. All right. I'm like nervous. This would be nice because I'd get more health. I'd get a bunch of good stuff. All right, let's go for it. Let's go. All right, I'm good at that. Let's go. All right, so that means next KVK I can get just the one horn, and I'm chilling. I just need to get one horn, and I have a full crit set. Let's fucking go. That's gold. Can I do this? Hold on. Oh, I have 4 crystals. Hold on. Let me. That's hype. I'm so hype about that. Sacred grips. Sacred grips used. We were talking about this earlier today. This is what I was currently running on my infantry. Yo, Icy Duke, welcome. It's been a good start to the stream. Just got a plus 50 on my refine for horn, so I'm happy about. So I'm using shield. This is my worst gear set. And 2-piece with... What is the second piece? Oh, shield gives, yeah. So 1, 2, 3... And then instead of doing Eternal Night, I did this. Which probably should get swapped over. So let me do this. Xeno. I think I'm not going to do much right now, but I want to do some crystals. So we'll throw a crystal on this. Then we will... I mean, that gives me 3 health. So I think I swap it. I think I do one of these. I need to change the preset. Equip. Go to my infantry. Sacred grips. I don't love the sacred grips, but I don't know. 7.5% defense. This doesn't do more. 1% attack. That's no different, right? Yeah, it doesn't do anything different for me. Alright. And crystals are not going to be an issue, so I'll just throw these crystals around like they're nothing. Alright, so now that's a big upgrade for this meaningless for fun arc, which I don't mind. Let me just make sure the presets are correct. It should be this one. No, it's not. Alright, so BQ with Liu Che. I never find him. I don't know why, but I'm always... He's like my #1 commander blindness. Then we've got Nevsky for now, Nevsky Arthur. Well, I guess for this... Where's my Joan? Do I have a Joan set up? I don't. So Nevsky... Let's do a Nevsky Joan. I don't have Huo, so we operate without Huo for this event. Where's Joan? Oh, here we are. Alright, so Nevsky Joan, we'll put... I don't know why this is here. Put this here. So then what I'll be doing is I'll 4 march 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Alright, we're set. That's good. I've got arc in 17 minutes. So until then, we are going to... I don't think I'm gonna... I was hoping this would hit 500k, but I don't think it's going to in the next 17 minutes. Let's do that. Clear hospital. Okay. you guys are going to see, if you don't do silver, which most people don't because their rewards are worse, you're going to see that it's actually a lot of fun. Most people shouldn't do silver. I only do it because doing gold stresses me out. So this is my concession that I will do silver, and so be it. Alright, so now over here. Wonder if I should finish these. Try to get some more attack. Might be your last gold for a bit. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense, right, what I'm about to say. But I just, for some reason, I get so stressed out about making it and being there at the right opening time for everyone that I almost just rather not play it, which is why ever since silver came out, I've pretty much done silver. It just helps me, you know, still get the rewards, or at least good rewards, while decompressing. But I will point out for you guys that I do lose like 5 gold heads because of it, so that sucks. Definitely not the right decision. I did not mean to leave him out. I'm so glad the farm gate alert didn't ruin my life. Or just when people don't follow what markers are. Yeah, well that's an issue. More attack, plus get to queue up more per day. Best to get barracks, etc. up to 24. So let me ask you a question. Well, I could just pull up the image, but let's see if you guys can talk me through this. What is the prereq for this to hit 25? For infantry specifically. Is it farm 25 and that's it? Because I only have one master's blueprint. So that's what I need to figure out, is what is the prereq? It is just farm, there's nothing else behind it? Okay. Okay. So maybe, I mean, more than gems, I was just going to do VIP. But maybe what I do... Yeah, I probably don't do it. Because I only have one master's blueprint. Farm for inf wood. Archer's stone for cav. Siege is all 3 plus gold. Yeah, siege I'm actually aware of. For some reason. But yeah, I think that's the plan, is I will not do the other thing. So can you guys also hear the music? Because it is very quiet on my end. The music of the stream, not just my voice. Do this. You can hear it. Okay. Oh, I always do the opposite. I need to do this. Okay. It's perfect. Alright. Wow. I don't know how that ended up being perfect, but I guess I'll take it. So I've been trying to figure out when our Kingsland is, but no one seems to either know or want to tell me. So at some point of the stream, I may take a look at Google, I guess, or Discord, something along those lines, to try and figure it out if there's a timetable that I can make my own KVK timeline in. Let's do that. I also, perhaps at the end of the stream, we'll see. But I have a ton of Lohar necklaces right now to open. I've got, I think, 700. 698 plus these. So, usually just add up the monument hours and divide by 24. Does that work? Oh, because, yeah, I see. That may work now because we already finished inch by inch and we finished the other one. I got this. I was just in a different alliance, right? Yeah, I joined L. Any tips for someone that is free to play and never has done KVK? So I am free to play on this account, so you can see that I'm doing well. My advice for you would be to go infantry for KVK1 at least. You go Sun Tzu. He's totally free to play, easy to get, this guy. You just get him done. The other recommendation is go Aethel. It's also something you get as a free to play. The second you get it 5-5-1-1, you're golden. And yeah, I think the only other tips I would give is practice ball fighting if you can in things like Arc. Where basically you're going back and forth and back and forth. Another really good way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, is to take a look at one of my streams of Ruins fights. And even just like skip through. But just see how I'm like looking at dot mode. I'm fighting in this mode where you can see the troop types. And I'm clicking like this. And then I'm going back. And then I'm going this. And then back. And you can see my reports are good. Even as a free to play. Even hitting into, you know, whales. You know, these are tier 5 players. These are tier 5 players that I'm trading even against. And overall, their port is ending up fine. You know what I mean? Some of them are more even. And I had a negative report or two. But generally speaking, all these are reports worthy of writing home. You know? Listen to markers. That's probably the #1 piece of advice. Thank you for including that, Tyler. Also, welcome, Kirk Peralta. Yeah, listen to markers. Listen to leadership. Don't tank things. You don't need to tank. There's no such thing as a tank really in this game anyways. That's just something we tell ourselves. You're going to be upgrading to City Hall 21 in 3 days. That's good. Another tip I'll give you then, just for you know, keep in the back of your mind. I don't know what day Kingdom you are, but there is a event called Lucky Stall right before KVK that lets you discount 50 million food, wood, 25 million stone, and 10 million gold, something like that. Maybe it's 20 million gold. And that could be really useful for planning. You're in 3940. Okay. That could be really useful for, let's say, waiting to do City Hall 25. Something like that, right? 3940. How old or young is that? Let me look. 3940. Probably 04 is what you said? Or meant to say? Oh no, 40. Hold on. 40. 18 days. Yeah, so you guys are young. You guys are very young. You came from 3934. Okay. That's good. So you got a little migration benefit. A little sleeper benefit. But yeah, I would definitely recommend also something people don't do enough of is planning to have resources and speed ups for fighting. Because people often will, new players really, will push all their upgrades and say, oh, I'm now KVK ready, I have the tech, and then not be able to heal and fight, right? So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. You're currently on 21 for the pumpkin event. Do I recommend barb chaining or using like 2 to 3 marches? I mean, can you barb chain with 2 to 3 marches? Right? It's just whatever you can do. You need to get to 25 ideally. But if you don't have the AP, then you can't really do 2 to 3 marches like I'm doing. I have the advantage right now that I have more than enough AP. Because I just hoarded all my AP the whole time. Besides from Marauders. So, that's kind of that. Am I staying here for KVK2? We'll see. We'll see how it works out. We'll see what the kingdom looks like after. I have no plans currently to leave. You started CR Family on there? Are you like leadership in the top alliance or something? Or are you just a member of the family, or... Barb chain for candy event personally got me to 25. Well, barb chaining is always going to be good. The problem that is the only reason I didn't like completely go against it. Oh, I also have to do Tempest Clash. Is that it's the last day. You have 20 hours left. So I don't know if you really have time to barb chain if you're only on 21. Unless you're doing like 3 March barb chaining. In which case, more power to you, but that's not me. I can't do that mentally. Do this. And this character has their arc at 20 UTC tomorrow. Or today, I guess, 20 UTC. Hey, Blueberry. Came with group and R4 on Alliance family to keep control of it. Gotcha, gotcha. Making a bunch of farms 100% needed. Yep. I think that the safe number of farms that most people can survive with is 4. Any less than that requires a level of knowledge, I think. But 4 is a helpful number, for sure. Hey, am I gonna finish it? Oh no. No crits. Don't know why we're doing that. Yeah, our tech is a mystery to me. Our tech is a mystery to me. Luckily for you, day 18 is still very early on, to the point where probably a good chunk of people haven't made any farms. So don't stress anything. But I would get working. The earlier you start, the better it's gonna be, right? You're at 2.2 mil power at the moment. Full March of mixed tier 3. He's almost full purple. Or full blue, rather. That's good. I'm glad you went with blue gear. Windswept, I'm hoping. As far as troops go, this is my recommendation. I would save your training speed ups for when you have tier 4 unlocked. And then ideally, basically this is the balance act, right? And we're going to switch back to my main just because we're going to start in a moment. The balance act that you have to do is, do you have the power to stay in your top alliance? Hopefully it's activity based, but if not, do you have the power to stay in your top alliance while balancing, saving all your speed ups, or when you have titles and kingdom buffs? Because when you have titles and kingdom buffs, which come when you take the temple at the center of the map, you get like 15% more speed up saved from, you know, just various buffs. So that could be pretty massive, right? And that's the only reason my free-to-play was so successful, is because I was able to wait. So that is my my heavy recommendation. And it seems like you're doing the right thing with gear, so I'm happy about that. Boom, I'm gonna see if they will do cross-season migration from K3 to y'all. If you can make it due to restrictions. Yeah, I mean, that would be sick. It would be cool if eventually a bunch of people like culminated into the same kingdom that I was in. And maybe eventually you build up your account SOC wise and you end up going to my mains kingdom. Let me pop a buff before I forget. One of my thousands of buff on this account. How much training speed ups did I have before title? I mean, sorry, I don't think I understand that question. Because, do you mean my, like, speed ratio? Like, how much does Duke give? Duke gives 10% bonus to training, if that's what you're talking about. Now, Tyler, are you going to get those farms and, you know, maintain them? Or do you, are you going to have some help, if you will? Is my hospital clear? Iconic 4 8-piece legendary set for infantry with 3 others. So you don't see why they wouldn't? I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would. I just don't know if you have the commanders and stuff. And armaments. I forget what you, I forget if you were a KVK 3/4 decked out account or if you were SOC. I mean, it's also like, you may not have any interest in the style of kingdom we are. Which is just bad shit fight. Craziness and B-seeds. I don't need this anymore. I'm just giving that back. In K2. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you're nuts. I'm not gonna dismantle that. You maintain them yourself. You get the help thing about 20 farms popping on them like 2 to 3 times a day. Should be fine for a while. Damn, good for you. Good for you. Put your inf gear on Liu Che, so you can do inf rallies and arc as well, because you can't rally with BQ. I mean, this arc is not for fun. Or sorry, this arc is for fun. And I'll almost definitely be rallying with my Cav if I do any rallies. So I don't foresee that being a problem. This is like a silver arc. I don't do gold. It stresses me out. Have CJ expertise, about to do Alex expertise, Constantine with Artemis. Artemis. That's Tommy. Oh my god, Artemisia? Dude, I haven't heard that name in frickin' forever. Alright. So we'll do this. What am I in this? I didn't even look. Oh, I'm a field fighter. I have no role. That's cool. Trying to see if I know any of their names. I don't think so. In for the win, Cavs suck. Wow. I mean, wow, we got some big guys doing this event. Tommy, oof, didn't know I arts. Yeah, that's a little sus there. Constantine and Tommy are 5511. That's what I mean, right? You're not going to have a single one of those commanders on the field if you were an SOC. So it's likely not in your own best interest to go to a real SOC kingdom for a bit. Or a competitive one. Or try to. You know, we may not accept someone who is fresh out of that KVK. We probably would, knowing our kingdom, as long as you fought, which you would. I don't know. I'm kind of just talking. I'm hanging out. Ooh, that's a big guy. 25-35. Isn't that, that's the Baba Kingdom, right? Or is that 35-35? The dead Baba Kingdom? Maybe that was 35-35, not 25-35. Alright. So we're gonna do Nevsky. I'm happy those upgrades worked out. Once I get that crit horn next immediately, really, in next KVK, it's gonna be a nice setup. Oh, a full crit inf setup. Your K2 to our K1. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. We definitely have some good fighting ahead of us in that kingdom. Alright, should I rally? Yeah, I'll let them worry about rallying. The other fun part about silver is you can just try to swarm cities with no consequences, basically. It's always a fun little nonsense. Now, what I also need to do that I haven't done, my speedy march. Oh, you can't. There's no mobility. You can't select mobility. Cav then. My speedy march, which I believe is Dragon Lancer, does not have Windswept on it, and I could. And I know I could. Let's do this. Let me just see what I have my presets on. It's 1, 3, 4, and 6. 1, 3, 4, and 6. Speediest Belly CC. Yeah, you know what? I think mine has been Dragonlancer Lancelot or some or Lancelot Dragonlancer maybe, and I just never changed it. It should be Caesar with the relics. That is the best one. Yes. But I don't have the currency because I actually did a YSG, not YSG. YSG is done too, but I did fucking what's it called? Oh yeah, I was the first to take it. Oh, I did YSS Xeno just in case I needed to take a city swarm, and I don't have any better real garrisons. You did Charles? Oh, I did Charles as well. That's also true. I did Charles, I did YSS, and I did Xeno. Can I see it here, actually? No. I did Xeno, Charles, and YSS. Oh my god, I can't wait until I can sell these. Did the bots spawn in yet? Yeah, you see all these bots? They just fill like any rally that gets launched. And they field fight. They send these like weird... Wait, that's not a bot, that's a player. Where are the bots? These. Best to save as much as you can with the universals. Oh yeah, so let me answer that now. Sorry, I got distracted. What did I do with my speed ups? I basically planned to have 100 days to heal, and so I never let myself have less than that. And then I waited until we had titles and stuff. And our kingdom had a policy that if you were active and your stats showed that, like forts and all that sort of stuff, you didn't have to... hold on. Let me... We have no garrison in here. Can I get my Xeno in there? There's bots in AOO now. It's in silver, I know. I will go mid. But yeah, I saved up. So I had like a year, like literally a year worth of speed ups on a free-to-play who doesn't chain when that all came out, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Well, they kind of have a lot of people here. Kind of have a lot of people here. We'll do it together. Wonder if they used expansions. Oh, no one launched a rally. I guess I could have done that. Oh well. Guess I'm tanking. Whatever. Stick with the Joan first. Ooh, Joan Belly. Go to the QSH second. You're free to play, not crazy free to play. You have 39 days training and 55 days of universal. Is that good? Yeah, I know there's no such thing as a tanking. That's why I was laughing about it. Why? Whoa, my marches are flying around the field. 39 days of training and 55 days of universals. The training is good. I mean, you get a lot for free, so that makes sense. And then your universals, I would save for now. How many healing do you have? Healing becomes a big question, you know? They have a rally? Alright, well, if they're not going to rally, I, on the other hand, will. What are we feeling here? Nevsky Arthur? Do I just run a Nevsky Arthur? Do I run Nevsky Achilles? I think we do Arthur. Let's get over here. 13 days. So I would just save all of your universals right now. Can't make this captain. So the cool part about this, right, with the bots, is that when you play these, no one used to reinforce, but now the bots will. So I can still launch rallies. The only problem is they're far away. But I don't really care. Like I've said many a times, this is for fun. Wow, are those all bots? Holy shit. It's the bot army. The bots are all converging for the Ark. That's so funny. I think my BQ is getting messed up right now. I'll just send you. Where is he? Yeah. He'll solo mission. You can do it, BQ. Charge. Oh, it's the bots, that's why. Problem is you don't have a rally commander. Yeah, but the thing you don't realize is I'm built different. You know? That's what you fail to consider, is that I am completely built different. And so that's not a problem. Ooh, they're swarming the shit out of that, huh? No, I'm just a noob. Not sure about that one. Pretty sure I'm just built different. The bot's just totally balling up here, letting this guy die. It's funny. I guess we'll do a big fight for the Ark here. I also just think it's funny to watch how the bots work. So the Ark spawns. Now they're pushing in. Just 8.1k days universals. K2 and you're the best free to play? Yeah. You were chaining before chaining even exists. So you guys missed Oob and I assume that's Apex, but who knows? I can't keep track of all the similar names. I did a lot of gear, or a few gear things with my Cav March, my main Cav. I did the boots, and I know I didn't do it in AM, and we have AM coming up, so don't even say it. I already know. But I also did the, I did a horn refine, and I got a 50. So the next time I do it, I'm at 75 now. I'll be done. That's super hype. You sent me rally reports in AOO on your K2 accounts? Yeah, I'll take a look at that once I'm a little freer. Currently struggling upgrading your City Hall 24, trying to get your siege up, but forgot you need the other training buildings. Yeah, that is a common choke point. That is a very common choke point. This is where Attack March is, or would be nice. I've never done Attack March, but... Infantry... No! No! No, don't hit my rally! Leave my rally alone! Defend the rally! Or maybe he wasn't targeting the rally. Oh no! It's fine, I'll sad face. The beauty of Silver Ark, you just do whatever the hell you want. Yeah, no, it is a struggle. That is a choke point of the upgrade line. I kind of want to just watch my rally. Hopefully they give me a teardown or whatever the buff is. You're in KVK 3. The other A seed is still yet to finish their RCF. An A seed hasn't finished it? That's kind of crazy. Are they like a heavy deadweight A seed or? Why am I diving this? Let me just go on a solo mission. The best thing to do in Silver Ark is solo. That is the most fun. Now, let's take a look. Oh, good timing. Oh, they got a Joan. We're going to take it. Let's go. Was he Arthur? Is that what I did? I did consider doing Achilles, because I think Achilles would have been pretty funny here. Oi. Alright, so I should be garrison lead, right? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Come on, Nevsky. You can do it, Nevsky. Best solution was struggling to drop 5k. That is literally what I did with Zenith, practically. Quite literally almost what I did with Zenith. Alright, come on, Nevsky. You can do it. No. Down we go. He's not meta. Should be meta. Rally did good. Alright, hold on. Let's QSH got jumped. Yeah, you get to have so much fun just with shenanigans here. It's definitely not meta. 37-68 doesn't have the activity to quickly do the Barbas forts. Meanwhile, your kingdom AC'd first to finish RCF. Two of the B seeds, one from each camp. I finished before them. That's crazy. That's rough. That's some bad activity. It's always fun. I'll fight down here. Should I rally again? Let's try, we're gonna mix it up here. What do you guys think? And I know it's not my best gear, but for the memes, doing this. For the memes. Alright, Arc stresses you out, so many gold heads the line. See, that's why I do silver, because it's too stressful to me. You lose a lot of good rewards, but I can't do it. It stresses me out. Try Hector secondary. You know, upon hindsight, that would have made more sense. But since I get swarmed, let me just look quick. I know that. Let me throw QSH in the building. See if he gets there in time. Does he get, is all this stuff against, or when he's on the field? Where is he? Okay. If this commander's on the map. Yeah, so I have to be on the map. Okay, hold on. That won't work. I gotta cancel that. Nah, I'm fully on the board of it stresses me out too much. Let's do... Oh, wait, not Nevsky. The problem is my Arthur does not have great stuff on him. But that's okay. We'll ride. Oh, I could have done a city rally. If I had my Attila geared up, I'd go for it, maybe. For fun. For the memes. Oh, that's what I wanted to test. You're pretty sure that rally skill works for rally? You're just curious? Well, the reason is I'm assuming I'm going to take it. And so once I'm in the garrison, I thought maybe Hector... Where's Hector? Where's Hector? Here. I want to see what his skills do in the garrison. Like, it seems like it could be really good. That's why I'm curious about it. I don't think he has a use for anything other than that, but I am curious how he performs in there. Let's just send troops out. Maybe we do a little bit of this. Skills that say your field troops are the ones that don't apply. Yeah, I think you're right. I just don't think that he is gonna, like, I wanted something that'll be interesting when he's in there. He will most likely be a good as a secondary new cav. I think I agree with that. In case Attila is not, yeah. What I really want to see though is how he does with pretty much like every garrison pair. I think he is going to be a very good mixed garrison. See, I don't have to feel bad either, because it's just bots. Too bad I can't make my own team. You know, it's funny you say that. I don't think you can, but I've seen so many people, like, in the same alliance doing silver. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do that. It won't be good against a swarm. There's no AoE. Well, that's the thing is if you had the first commander with AoE, and then he gets the mixed, he just tanks their rage for 3 seconds. He does he makes them lose rage. I don't know. I feel like it's an interesting idea for mixed garrison. I have more faith in him as mixed than most things. Do I also do silver on the restart? Yeah, I just cannot touch gold. It stresses me out. And it does mean that I lose a lot of value, but I can't do it. It's too much for me. Either luck or Q at the same time. I don't know. I think there must be some method to the madness. Oh, they got a Gorgo in there. Well, they actually... I know my other stuff's fighting, but I do want to watch this. Damn, maybe I should have had the Achilles out here. The problem with Achilles, though, is he doesn't reduce smite. That'd mean the new Cav Garrison has to be AoE. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily thinking of Cav, though. You're stuck up on the Cav. I'm talking something with mixed. You could have a Gorgo, you could have... I don't know. Anything? So with that swarm... Did not survive the swarm. The Gorgo Hera. Actually did well against the Gorgo Hera. So he's got no gear. It's funny. Alright, let me go. What other rallies should I do? What other rallies you guys want me to launch here? Mind if you ask what's stressful? I find having to be there on time very stressful. No, just to the AoE point, Gorgo is not. Wait, Gorgo doesn't have AoE? I thought Gorgo had AoE. See, this is why I'm not a modern Garrison. Where is she? I thought her first thing was AoE. Oh, no, it's not. Look at that. I thought it hit 3 targets or something. No, I'm totally wrong. That's funny. Just wake up 2 minutes before like you do. Yeah, I mean I could. It just really stresses me out. Prime Stoic. What the hell? We got an imposter here? A second Prime? Do I do something silly like an Archer rally? Yeah, let's do it. For the memes. We've got 11 minutes left. For the memes. Let's do a little bit of this. Or no, it needs to be 4, 6. Yeah, it just, I don't know. For some reason, the stress level of getting there in time just really gets to me. And it's odd, because usually those type of things don't. And I'm a very punctual person. But it really gets to me. For you, the first 5 to 15 minutes of golden is stressful, because that's when you see how things are going to play out. Well, back in my leadership days, I think that stressed me out. But nowadays, I don't really care about that. It's just the attendance. For some reason, it really gets to me. You said you're the prime one, you're the second. I mean, the definition of prime is one, so if you're the second, you're just a fake. You're just a fraud, you know? You are officially a fraud if you're not the first prime. Minute 40. I guess I'll wait. No. Yeah. That's tough. Optimus Prime is the one true Prime. That is... You know... Oh god, that's kind of... I wish you didn't say that. I hate Transformers, honestly. I kind of never put 2 and 2 together relating it to my name. But I actually hate Transformers. Fuck. I wanted to support my rally, but... I don't know everything in there. Okay, friendship is over. Man, Pether says the Ultimate Prime. That's right. I am the Ultimate Prime. Thank you very much. I don't know. For some reason, the concept of I guess it's just mechs in general. Like that whole style of content. I know they're not mechs, but that style just really is stupid to me. I guess it's futurism futuristic science stuff. If you look to your left, you have a table full of Transformers out there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Save me, bots. Are you bots? Yes, save me. Are these bots? No, this is a player. Got my back. Yeah, I mean, to each their own. I don't know. For some reason, it just does not click with me. I don't get it. What is the updated kill order? Because cavalry is probably the easiest to kill, but archers are just so impactful. I don't actually know what the updated kill order is. Because I also always choose who I hit. So I kind of look at who's weak and I hit them. Then I move up the chain, or if, you know, everyone's hitting one guy, I just join in there. Depending on, that's not for my restart. My restart, I just do the regular ball fight tactics because that's enough. But here I don't. God, oh, he's marching. All right, this is gonna be funny. So the reason I did this is because they should be swarming it down, and from what I know, rallies with QSH tear swarmers apart. So I was just kind of curious to see how that works out. I think it'll get there in time. We'll jump them. The only sad part about bots is it's pretty hard to do solo missions now. Oh wait. That didn't. Ooh, let's see how that works out. Come on, Proxim AoE. Or whatever it's called. I guess I wouldn't proc it? I thought it would still proc it. Damn, I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh well. Yeah, you can't do any solo missions because bots will hit you nowadays. Wow, that's crazy. Is he like not geared? That's weird. Like, my archer stuff is pretty decent too. Alright, 10 seconds. Alright guys, kill this Ragnar please so I can watch. Thank you. Please and thank you. Alright, they got all these guys here. Let's see this AoE work. Let's see the magic happen. I just wanted to see this. I don't really care that the rally fails. The YG secondary I did. Could have done ZL for a little more life. Oh, it's not doing much, is it? I feel like I don't understand this game sometimes. Maybe because it got lowered too much? I don't know, it still did a lot to the field. Where is he? Here. Let me click that. The swarm. Huh. I don't know. It's odd. Oh shit, where are they going? Oh, he's chasing the Ragnar. That's funny. 5 minutes. Oh wow, they totally took over the map. Oh god, they're rallying this. Okay. Oh no, the Y. Look at me with my Zito YSS. QSH? 2 seconds. You can't garrison stuff in Arc either, right? Xeno may help it survive a little bit for the swarmers. You're gonna make some food? Alright. Enjoy the food. Send some to me. Come on, Xeno YSS. Prove you're the meta garrison. The other problem with the bots is they don't fill. they only do the first level of filling. We're gonna lose. No. No. Chaining barbs and lost Kino while watching this good fight. If you can call this a good fight, sure. DQ. Where's my Xeno? Oh my god, he got stomped. Ooh, BQ Hector. That's interesting. How far are you? 4 seconds. We'll launch, let's do a Nevsky. Yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah, after this, we're gonna get back to doing barbs, and I really need to do barbs, so that'll be the rest of this, the goal here. That did well. The bots also do a lot of swarming, if you couldn't tell. Barbs suck. Yeah, the only thing is I've gotten a whole lot of resources and speed ups and stuff. They're gonna teleport in, right? I don't think the rally goes off. 20 seconds? Ooh, it's gonna be close. I'm gonna have to swarm it down. Maybe it'll be weak enough? Probably not. I don't think I can get it in 10 seconds. I don't think we can get it in 10 seconds. Alright, 10 seconds. Come on, rally. Come on, rally. Can you do it? 5, 4, 3. Yeah, we're not getting it. Alright, where are they going to teleport? We got one here. 100 mil. Alright, we took it now. A little bit late. Let me actually... Hold on. Let's do this. Did someone just rally him? This guy rallied this guy. What are we feeling? Nevsky. Just keep rocking the Arthur. You swarming a bot? Wait, do they not have a garrison? Whoa, that's so weird. They have no garrison. How does this work? His info is hidden. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna like defend this guy. I don't even know if you could zero a bot. It's kind of interesting. He has no garrison set. His power isn't going down. Oh, the bot stopped joining my rally though. I guess I'll send it. For the memes. For the bants. For the memes. Got a 400k rally hitting this thing. Yeah, I'm getting cooked. Swarm, let's go. Down with the Xeno YSS. Alright, so they got the burn. Oh, he did lose power. Interesting. Let me think. What do we want to do? I guess nothing. We're done. Alright, so we're going to do some barbs now. And the thing is, I got to have some fun. I got the max rewards you can get in silver. You just need to get some points. You don't have to win. It's very relaxing. But you do get 5 less gold heads, right? So, it is an L in that sense. How's KVK1 going? Well, we could take a look. We will head over there in a second. Let me just send the gatherers out. Because I haven't even finished the event on this character. But if it gets close on this character, I'll just buy it. So that's not a problem. Money solves the problems on this account. Or this character. Okay, now let me switch. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thanks for reminding me. So this is the gear. We're going to look at a rally report. Right. It's pretty good. Pretty good gear. I forgot you went with the 3 before you did the 2 here. It probably has to do with when you got it. And, you know, overall, some pretty sexy gear, you know? Pretty nice stuff. Especially on Pinsir. Interesting. I'm surprised on a rally you went with this, to be honest with you. What server am I in? Yeah, this is Boom. He has some good stuff. Okay, can we... Boom. Alright, so this is one of them. This is Ark. Holy shit. You get swarmed? Oy. I mean, this is just you abusing a bad player, but holy shit. That's crazy. Mixed. Oh my god, oh my god. You're swarming your obelisk? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Jesus Christ. Though it should be a rally, right? But this shows that it's garrison, I think. If I understand right. That's crazy though. What a report. And this one, this is probably a little more realistic, perhaps. Let's find out. Here we go. Oh, so you got defeated, but obviously your trade was good. Once fell to the 208. It's hard to break a Richard Martel. Just because Richard will keep it alive, which is all you need in Ark. It won, so went in the garrison. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. That's what I figured. Like what happened to my rally. God, you abused some bad players here. Holy crap, these numbers are wild. Imagine if this KP like actually transferred over and you got 15 million KP from this. That'd be crazy. Yeah, that was nice. Thank you for reminding me before I went over to this account. I would have went back for you though, but I did forget. So my main is in 2877 and my free-to-play restart is in 3873. Which is where I am now. Got messages all over the place. Okay. So I just did all my healing from altar. Let me do this. Hold on. Yeah, the Invictus. A lot of people do not have good impressions of this group, but I think that's also because of probably a little bit of a barrier in nationalities that exist. So when I was king, so our leadership is not British, but the person I know is British, so that's what I'm going to be saying. Oh shit, I have to do Tempest Clash. All right, let me do that first. But when I had king, I had this very awesome guy. His name was Mr. Brit. Ironically, his name was Mr. Brit. He was a British guy. And he was the most abrasively forthright speaking person. Send an invite? Oh, well. Looks like it's too late. I'm gonna do infantry this time. You run some Tempest? Alright, well, sorry guys. Unfortunately, I have to do a whole bunch of barbs. I need to get like 2 levels of barbs tonight done. There's too much grinding to be done. Can I show you how to beat stage 7 on normal mode, on easy? Really? I find it to be pretty easy. I'm surprised. Got 2 cav. I'll play defense. Alright. But yeah, I could show that quick after this. Just make sure that I don't forget. And if I do forget, point it out to me. Oh, you are putting yourself in a weird situation. That's fine. I got you. They got 3 archers. Do you guys also feel like they always put you against more people of your weaker trade? Like, I'm versing 3 archers as an infantry. The one game I select infantry. Ooh, I just survived like that. You hate Tempest? It's fun if you have people that you play with, but the problem is I just don't have a good reason to do it. Musa strat did not work. I do not know what the Musa strat is, but I will show you. Maybe I'll even play around just for the hell of it, because I actually quite enjoy it. Gotta get back out there. I don't think I'm gonna get there. I got there to deal damage, but I didn't get there to prevent them. Oh, I got a bash? Why didn't I get a repel? Bro, I don't want to push into that. I don't need to push. Pushing into 3 archers just does not make sense for me. What happened to our other cav? I don't know what happened to our cav. You're just in it for the rewards and the daily, but for the daily, you don't even try. Since you get 80 when you lose. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm not stressing it. Oh, you were sending me invites. Damn, I didn't know that's what the chat was. I would have joined it. My bad, my bad. Oh, yeah. If I had a cav right now, this is a cav means dream right here. It's the one game I choose to be infantry. Of course, I don't body block. I go behind. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, there's no point in me taking the damage there. Whatever. I'll take damage here. Come on. Get over there. Yeah, let's go. Alright, now our cav needs to push. We just sent 2 other guys packing. Now, let me just see, because I'd be fine with ending this game. See if they'll accept it. Nope. How do I like Achilles and Hector? I'm curious about some of Hector's garrison options, but I think Hector is a hard skip. And I like Achilles. I think he's got an interesting toolkit, but I don't think it's very investable with... wow, I got melted. I don't think it's very investable with the current situation of cavalry in 3 weeks, probably. 3 to 4 weeks. Hector's crazy with infantry, you saw? On the field? I don't think he's... Oh, as garrison. Yeah, I can see him being a garrison. I'm very curious about his mixed troop potential. Because we definitely could use a couple new mixed troop garrisons since Hera died from Shapur. Oops, wasn't paying attention. Come on, can someone surrender? Can I surrender? No. You think they showed mix? Not sure if you remember how it went. Yeah, I think people are doing Gorgo mixed with it, and like infantry mostly, but mixed. And I think it did well, but I don't know if it's really earth shattering. That's kind of my thought process. Regardless, I am not doing it, nor will I recommend to do it. But Achilles is going to be very cav cycle dependent. If we look at the cav cycle and it's awful, I think we're skipping it. Wasn't this... Didn't I do a batch heal? Did I mess that up? I didn't think I did. But yeah, if the cav in November are amazing, I think a lot of players, including myself, just do not have the gold heads to do all of it. Like, it's just impossible. We've got 2 new infantry coming in January now. We've got 2 cav coming. You have Achilles as a maybe. Achilles is nasty when he gets swarmed. I think what I like to call them... So I want to test... This has been my crackpot theory, okay? I want to test Achilles... Bro, shut up. 4K left? Shut the fuck up. God damn. There's no way. You have 4,000 gold heads? I mean, I know you're a spender, a big spender, but that's nuts if you actually do. That's wild if you do. What was I saying? That number just shocked me. Oh, I was supposed to help you. Hold on. Who asked for that? Prime, are you still here? If you're still here, I'll show you that thing we talked about earlier. You're stuck sat with Mina Arthur till a cav level QSH is released? Wait, that's crazy. Mina Arthur is kind of a wild... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I always forget that Arthur gets swapped. Alright, so this is how... You wanted to know this, right? 7 on easy. Is there any difference? I guess I'll show you on hard. So I always do the recruitment capacity and I do the reduce. And the strategy that I've been doing that I've found to be useful, it's not 100%, right? It's difficult. Is you make this one your home base. And you're a little patient is how you play it. And you wait for them to weaken it. And the second now that it's weaker, you take it over. And so basically I use my capacity here. And you just try to bum rush this once they send it around. Hard is not the same with easy normal. Oh, it's harder on easy. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Let me try the same strategy. I kind of didn't realize that. And you start at a different spot too. Interesting. So let's do a little bit of this then. Do a little bit of this. Let's just see how that works. See if I can hold these two and see how that works as a strategy. We're gonna do that. And now I'm in a good place. What does this do? Nothing useful. We're gonna do this, get that out of the way. You can have this one. Alright, so now I deleted pink. You control this island. You go here, take this, now we get good generation. I'm gonna go for here next. I mean, I would think that already this is probably a win, right? Go there. here. Ryu bum rush pink. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. Oh, they killed me here though. I mean, you have to see, right? Clearly I haven't won yet, but I'm in a pretty good spot. Like, well, weaken that. Ooh, I didn't see them though. See, we may not win. You never know. I just think this is probably the right strategy, even if it's not the win. Get moving. One there. Go here. They just wasted their troops. See if I take that. No. Oy. Oh well. I may not win this, but I think that's the right strategy. Yeah, I'm not going to win this. I think the difference is, you know where I took... I'm not going to keep playing. But you know where I had the like 30 or 40 here and I sent it there? I think you don't do that and you just keep it safe. And then you focus on getting to here. And once you have both these in a safe position, you just keep taking the 25s. So I think you try to push, then you hold this, and then you try and push and you hold this. I think that's the route you go. Alright, where am I at? I need to get there. I'll probably get to like 24.5 type area, like where I'm like almost done tonight. I think that's a good place to stop for the night. We'll try it later after chaining barbs. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I am kind of surprised to learn that normal is actually ironically difficult compared to hard. And I'd argue that the starting island is a little worse for normal. Alright, gonna give me anything good? You get nothing good out of these. Even the freaking massive amount I opened was terrible. Yeah, it's fine. I'll go this way. So, I also have 750 necklaces. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. I opened all my crystal keys. It was actually horrible. I opened multiple hundred crystal keys, and I got 0 legendaries. I got no Karak pants, and I got 1 epic material. Not even a legendary, 1 epic material. It was probably worse than I ever could have imagined. So that's that. That's something, am I right? God damn. Yeah, that was brutal. Honestly, I usually have really good luck with that sort of stuff too, but it was really bad. The good news is my hammer event went really well for my psycho build that I'm doing. If all else fails, just search how to beat epics, cycle 7, and there are guides on it. Yeah. I'm sure there are. I considered making one, but I ended up not, because I figured that it would just be kind of a pain to build something on a theory, because obviously there's RNG in how the bots work. Like, I don't like the idea of being like, hey guys, this is how you beat 100%, and then you play it and they don't do anything like you thought and you lose. Like, I don't like the idea that my advice may not work out in the video. Hey guys, welcome back to another video where it could work out or it could horribly fail. I just don't like that. It doesn't vibe for me. Now what does vibe for me is that our kingdom tech is pretty good. I don't know why we're boosting combustion as high as we are. But yeah. You almost have all epic equipment for your Cav March. Just need the chest piece and the leggings. Oh, the leggings are the most important. That's actually the most important piece, period. I don't know if that means you've already done the weapon, but there's a very compelling argument that this weapon is more than enough for really until the legendary. Like, there's a very good argument for that. You know, you get, what is this, like 7% refined, something like that, and 6% health, something around there. I would argue that it's better, personally. It only shows hard mode. I think most people who make the video, like I would have made this mistake for sure. We just assume easy is easy. You know? You haven't, okay, perfect. So if I were you, I would definitely do the green one over the purple one. Where is it? You know, 13% defense. I think that becomes like 16% when crit versus 6% health and 7% defense, something along those lines. I don't think it's worth the heavy investment of materials versus going temporary with the green and then eventually upgrading it. What is this for? Oh, it's a siege weapon. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Hold on. There's a siege weapon that's a KVK weapon. Wow, you guys could have told me this the other day? Fuck. God damn it. I was investing in this stupid scepter. Oh man, I'm so bad. I didn't even know this existed. Oh man, that's so brutal. Alright, well, that's something. Jeez, that is a huge mistake. I would have doubled down on the boots. Now I gotta take another look at the gear. Hold on. So, it looks like then there's a KVK weapon. And I would assume helm is the other one, but let me look at this. Just make sure I'm not gonna cry. Okay, no, we're good. That's what I knew. Let me look here. So you get this. 14.5%. That's for the set though. That's what we knew. So they don't have like a KVK helm. Wow, I'm actually so disappointed in myself for not having done my research for that. Rookie moves, man. Rookie moves. Well, let me think then. Alright, hold on. We gotta think here. So in a world where I didn't need leadership weapon anymore, the next one that I would want to replace of all of them would be the chest. Did I read? Did this do the set bonus? Let me look. Oh no, it doesn't. Alright, never mind. So I can't actually change that. Well, rip me. I wasted a whole bunch of gems this hammer event on a free-to-play that can't afford to waste gems. You're just trying to get the chest piece? Yeah. Over Windswap? Yeah, I guess that's fine. I wouldn't worry too heavily if you can't. I think March speed is always a big helpful plus, you know. Wow, alright, so I have to say goodbye to that here. Oh, man. I should have just doubled down. I should have went for a refine. Or an awaken, rather. Just go for like 2 awakens right off the bat. Something like that. I think with those equipment, you'd be able to perform well. Yeah, I don't think, I think it's just how you use it, you know? I mean, if you consider that I get better trades than some tier 5 players, and I use this, think what you're going to do with better gear as long as you know how to use it, right? It's all about how you use it. Oh my god, it's already 1 a.m. That went fast. That's okay though. Still got a lot of stream in me. More like still have a lot of barbs in me, I guess. No options. Got to keep the grind going. Want to see what you're working on with your main? Yeah, I'll take a look. You want to send it to me? I'm always interested. Oh shit. Get him. Then you are gonna get hit by everyone besides him. KVK1, you're trying some funny marches, see how they do. Oh god, dare I ask what the funny marches are? 3 crystals and 150 stones and still couldn't get higher than 1.5 all damage. That's rough. Damn, used 3 crystals on that. 5-bar sun. Oh, that's not bad. I've heard a lot of really good things about 5-bar sun. Oh, dude, I thought, boom, I thought that was him saying that was his march and not you. I was about to, my mouth was open. It was jaw dropped having read that. I thought it was him saying he's doing that. It's funny. Yeah, no, I sympathize with you on the armaments, though. I cannot, for the life of me, get anything good as far as rerolls go. I know everyone sympathizes with that idea. Matilda Sarka, yeah. Matilda Sarka, trust. Even though Sun is inf, he only has one thing for inf. Yeah, no, Sun is just a goated commander. He's just so OP. I thought when I first heard someone tell me to do that his 10% damage reduction was when he had infantry, but it's not. So only thing you actually lose is the health and I think defense he gives. Which does suck, but in terms of what your options are, I think it is better. You keep your rage gain, you keep your 10% less defense, you keep the AoE. Yeah, Sun is basically Apo plus rage gain. Minus debuffs, I guess. That's what I say. Just 10 health. Doesn't he also give, Oh no, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah, and this. I forgot. Yeah, he's goated, as they say. Sun is the ultimate commander. Finding my mini is a process. Just look up, well, you can look up the ID, or you can look up Pethris YT, or you can look up the Alliance, INA, in 3873. Or if you want to go to my KVK, this is where my city is. There's a handful of ways to do it. And you finally beat it? Congrats, man. Now you only have to do them all 7 more times. Or each of them one time for a total of 7, rather. Found me? There you go. I'll take a look in a second at what you say. I just gotta send these guys to the next barb. Advance to the hard mode. Yeah, the event's great, but I do wish they had a little bit better fucking rewards. All right, this will be the next to work on for a second pincer. A mix of these two. So let me ask you this, Apex. Do you have any fear of the infantry being skill damage in January? Do you have any fear that they're going to end up being skill damage? So here you go. Looks nice. So you did gloves and boots. Yeah, that makes sense. God damn. Nah, it's not happening. Really? So you think there's no chance? Wow, you got a double? Hold up. Wow, look at you. You got a double. That's crazy. No wonder I'd join every single one of your garrisons. Oh, who was saying that earlier? Oh, wait, no. Wasn't that you, Apex? Yeah. Oh, so you tried to get this one up. That's crazy. Yeah, you've got some pretty stuff. Let me see. This will be the next to work on for a second pincer. So you're referring to one of these two, right? Baibar Mehmed. I mean, I think that would be good, but I don't think Baibar Mehmed would be better than what's it called? Baibar Sun. This is actually the gear I did on my main. Wow, not even a refined ring? You're trash, man. Jeez. Holy shit. Oh my god. You got all the gears. All the armaments. I mean, that's not good, but the rest is crazy. Alright, hold on. Let me do a little bit of this. Do that. Then we'll do a little bit of this. I look forward to the day, Apex, where I will go back in this stream and record myself asking you about asking you about the skill damage, and January comes out and it's skill damage. Deals 3% more skill damage to all types, 1.5% more counter attack, 1% more. Yeah, I mean that's something. Shame that Arch died out. QSH. Oi. Oi. Looks pretty. God, I didn't know your account was this cracked for multiple types. I thought it was just super heavy infantry, but you're cracked in all of them, huh? Wow, you're nuts. Holy crap. That's also a whole lot of march speed. Yeah, that's good, man. This is why I join all your rally garrisons. Apex is from my mains kingdom, for those of you wondering how I am referencing stuff with them. Wow, such garbage. Unlucky with the pulls, I assume you meant? This is good. I mean, your armaments are phenomenal on all of them. Then obviously the gear is, I presume this is your least focused one, which is ironically better than my main, I think. Maybe not, because I do have the ring crit for Cav, and I do have this armor crit. Apex gonna watch zero me. That's crazy. Why is everyone so feisty? I swear, I've had like 5 people say they're gonna zero me today. Which, you know, I don't know why. I'm just a poor free-to-play. I didn't even get circle awards in this KVK. I wasn't deserving, as they say. Real flex would be to show your KP and power. Sure. You want to see the deadweight stats of Apex? I think your deads are probably more impressive. Oh wait, that is really sick. All right, I gotta give it to you. That is pretty sick. That's a flex. You got 100 mil clean and 17. That's crazy. 17 billion clean. Okay, guys, hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Do I go to my main? Do I go to my main and run a tier 1 into Apex's city? Do I go to my main and run tier 1 into his city? Do I do it? I have like 200 teleports. I could chase him around the map if I have to. Yes? I don't know. That'd be pretty cruel. I feel like I can't disrupt this beautiful. Put 10 mil tier 1 into his stats. Oh yeah, this is really the number. Oh my god, you must know you got this, right? 42 billion flat resource assistance. You're never gonna help another person. You got the 420 resource. And mind you, the deads are sick too, but it's not a clean number, so it's a lot less cool. Yeah, that's sick. That is sick. I still don't know how you get these ranged KP. Like, I still don't know what this means. I can't even understand it. I would love to know. Wow, that's a lot of tier 5 kills. Impressive. Very impressive, Apex. I mean, I am not surprised, but very impressive though. Clean 17 bill, that's crazy. I can't be the one to disrupt that. That's just like, that's offensive. Oh my god, 7.2% ult damage. Wow, that's wild. That is wild. Oh no, oh no, I got distracted. Yeah, I hit 7.2%. That was at the start of ranged troops. The KP was factored differently, but then they combined them. Yeah. Holy all damage though for that those armaments. 7.2% is wild. I think my infantry set on my main has 5%, and I was really happy about 5% for perspective. Coming to my city with Attila. Yeah, I mean, I am not. This free to play is not shrugging off your attacks. I tell you that much. Tell you that much. My free to play is getting rolled. But, and I keep trying to find this out, and no one wants to help me. If I can be online at the opening of Kingsland, I promise you guys I will be random TPing around. I will be doing some shenanigans random TPing around. If I am online at the opening. So that is my plan. That is the plan. But unfortunately, I don't think our kings have access to a timeline for our KVK. So they've been doing it manually, which is kind of crazy. So they have up till zone 6, but they don't have anything after that. How are my commanders so far? I mean, I don't really work on them because my Sun and Aethel are all I need. Martel, purely from the tavern with 0 MGE, 0 gold heads, is 5311, which is very, very, very good. So yeah. You did random TPs in K1, just had good gear, or best gear in your K1, so it's easy eating rallies. Yeah, I mean, I won't be eating rallies, but I will be doing shenanigans. And we will see. It'll be fun for sure. Hopefully I can be on for it. I may go on some Discords and ask people to see if I could get access to a pre-made KVK1 timeline where you just plug in the fort build stage and the inch by inch flag build stage when it ended, and it tells you all your stuff for the KVK. I may look into one of them. It's kind of annoying because I'm a random member, but I need that to plan my Kingsland stuff. Alright, I think we'll refresh when he hits like 10. Okay. I still can't believe you hit 7.2k on that. That's crazy. Sorry, 7.2 all damage on that. Tier 5 for K2. I'm never using Tier 5 on this account. I'm protesting. I'm doing this only. Got your boy City Keeper level 53. Yeah, man. Gotta keep that city safe. But yeah, I don't plan to ever use Tier 5 on this account. I just don't think I can maintain the resources. My main will always use Tier 5, but here, not so much. Alright, good night, Icy Duke. Take care. Kind of thing. So we actually we've been cooking with subs lately. I think we're nearing 700 subs. Just super exciting. I think we gained 200 in the last month. So that's good. And hopefully Zone 6 streams will be enjoyable and I'll get some more. We're grinding on my goal of 1,000 by Christmas. That is the goal. So if you're in here right now and you're one of these 15 viewers, it says, and you are not subbed, get your ass subbed, because that is the goal. And I'm not failing it. So help me out here. Yeah, thanks Apex. It's been really good. I'm very happy about it. You said I'm gonna restart and do first 100 mil tier 1 player CH7. That would be crazy. So similarly, I always wanted to do a hidden lotus before jumping, back when jumpers were a thing, and just train like 1,000,000 tier 1. Because it's what, 1 power per tier 1? So if you train something like 1,000,000 of them, you can do it. You're unsubbing and resubbing. Well, I don't think that's gonna help, but I appreciate the notion of giving the subs. Yeah, we're getting a little bit weak out here. Okay. But yeah, so we have our Zone 6 fight on Tuesday. I won't be on for the opening of that, I know for sure. You did it on your KVK2 account, was 11 mil jumper. You had jumpers though? I would have thought you couldn't. I would have thought it would be a sleeper. In which case, what I said isn't the same policy. I'm talking about when you're on that City Hall 7 because you had the beginner immigration back in the day. Having done it before that because you trained 1,000,000 plus tier 1. I almost did it on my main. I almost decided to do it. I could have done it. Okay. We're gonna have a whole bunch of necklaces. Ooh, speed ups. Ooh, gold keys. Gambling in the tavern. Sounds like a good time to me. Let's go. They took out jumpers in 3777 opened. You started with Logic Bank. Oh, I thought it was way earlier. Nothing good. And Herman. Nothing good. I thought it was way earlier that they did that. Let's do an hour 25. Our honor's pushing nicely. I was at, I think, 900 something. Now our kingdom still got a nice lead, especially compared to these dead weights down there. Oh, I need to send a new gatherer out. Whoops. Kind of forgot. Forgot my gold guy was about to, or my gem farmer was coming back. You were one of the last few jumpers. Well, you will have to tell your story then. Write it in the books for the history. 6 minutes? Holy cow. Just looked at your Lohar and he's holding 25 million XP. Jeez. Is he your chainer or something? Do you chain with him? That's kind of crazy, 25 mil. Or you just... Well, he is epic, so you probably have the stars, right? Come on, are there no gems up here? I could just use a little bit of gems, please. Oh, guards. Wow, someone who actually does guards. What a good player. I could not bring myself to do guards. I'm not good enough for that. Damn, it was the same minutes. That was a big waste of time. Oh well. Now, my speed ups and stuff have boosted like crazy since I started doing the barbs. Same with my gems. I got like a 1.5k gem so far. My speed ups are pretty good. I got a bunch of days of training. I got a few days of healing. So we're kind of cooking. And I think if we do get another research buff, I will use it, I think. Well, I have 85 days. Let me just think this through. I have 85 days. If I do this, it costs me 41. So that would leave me with something like 82 days to heal, which is honestly not bad. So I think I would. If we get a Research King buff again, I will finish this. And that way I would have... What would I start next? I would start this. Yeah, it's not a bad plan. Pissed at myself about that weapon though. I really made a big mistake there with my gems. That was a big mistake in my account. I think the only good news is I didn't do it first and I did the boots first. But definitely made a mistake there. Ooh, I'm almost there. And we'll have one more to go after that. We're slowly marching. Alright, Alright, anything you guys want to see? What I do need to also figure out on a somewhat of a side note is how the hell do I beat this level? Because I have been stuck in it for a fat minute and I cannot beat it. So if you guys have some tips there. I tried stuff with Thutmose for the healing reduction against Richard, but that wasn't enough. Could be a troop issue, could just be a troop count issue. I don't know why this isn't working. I'm healing an hour and a half at a time. It's not doing it. So, fun fact for you, I pushed very hard in MGE on my main back in the day for El Cid. Given that was before the days of Thutmose, and I wanted to do archers, so it's like, who else are you gonna do? But I actually did push tier 5 pretty much for El Cid back in the day. Ooh, they dropped another fort. That's interesting. Why would you drop another fort? What are they thinking? Maybe they're gonna get their resource sellers in here. I don't know. Maybe I could check out their king mails. Next time I refresh, I'll check out their king mails. They probably sent one after beating us this morning. The first time they've actually beaten us in ruins. You pushed 50 mil for Caesar back in the day. Yikes. It's so funny when you look back on this stuff knowing what you know now, right? Because you're just like, God damn it, why did I do that? Like, the hindsight is 2020, right? That's the expression. Hindsight is 2020 indeed. Belly got a level. Okay. And who is he paired with? Joan. All right, 3 more levels for this event. We got gold heads in every commander. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? I was always more of a hoarder, so I didn't have that issue. But I think on my first ever character who I you know, didn't stick with, I think I did Ragnar. He looked cool. And when they look cool, that means they're strong, you know? So that was my logic. But I didn't stick with that one. I did KVK1, then I quit. And then I made my new ones, right? But yeah. If you wanna feel better, Noose, our resident whale in 73, put a whole bunch into Mulan. Noose is a new player. I think they put like 60 heads into Mulan. So they learned. They've learned so much since those days. And nowadays I'd actually say that they're very, very competent. But that was a crazy thing to learn. Your SOC account is your first, been going strong since 2019. Yeah, 2019 is a good OG, you know? I like to think anything COVID or prior is probably considered OG in this game. Some people say it's only if you know Rise of Civilizations. But I use COVID. I say COVID or before, you're probably an OG. But it's funny, like I tell people I was king of 2811, and all these new players are like, oh my god, so you're like the oldest player ever. 2811 in my eyes is not an old kingdom. You know, but I guess in terms of all the new kingdoms, 2811 is kind of old. It's like I almost don't think I have the old player credibility, but I have the old player credibility. Lubu. Okay, Lubu, cook. It's crazy. It's so crazy. If you have the commander you just sent, your real OG. Unfortunately, I do not have him. I have the other one though. Dio-chan? I do not have Lubu. He's so weird. Do I already know I'm using KVK2? I do. I do know. But the only reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I am a siege main. Let's go. So I'm going siege main. So I'm going to be doing probably both epic commanders and calling it there. Will I do a legendary siege is still up for discussion. I think the answer is probably no, because they're not good. Or I could do them and then swap them in SOC. But as of right now, I don't think so. I think my current plan, even though there is a swap event, is to just keep saving gold heads. And the main reason I'm going siege main is because my main will not use a siege march. So I will be going full on engineer main here. Unfortunately, I was made aware last stream, not last stream, a handful of streams ago now, actually, I think 2 days ago, or a day ago, that legendary siege gear is not available until SOC. So until then, we're going to have a makeshift gear plan. But it should get the job done. Should get the job done still. I do need Delanes though. Delanes is going to be the big make or break for that march. I think right now I'm in the saving game for equipment mats. And I have a lot, so I think I'm in a good spot. But I'll be doing leadership boots with basically full blue everything else, crit for engineer. And I think that'll be more than enough. This is only in KVK 2 that you're going to use the epic. I guess KVK 2 and 3, right? Because you don't get Gaja and Cordoba until KVK 3 or 4. Back when 20 mil KVK 1 was a whale. Well, that's some old days. That's very old days. That was like kind of pre my mentality. I didn't play seriously when that was a thing. Or if that was a thing, I never really viewed it that way. I just remember, you know, you had Solimar, who was 200 mil, and you were like, this is insane, he pushed 200 mil, oh my god. And now you've got like a few 2 billion players, a handful of people from 1 to 2 billion, a bunch of people at like 500. It's crazy. I don't know what exactly changed. I don't know what changed. How can they even spend that much money? Because they have it. Because they have a gross amount of money. It's a beautiful thing to have a lot of money. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, they've spent millions on their account. Wild Lion, Mr. Hope. They have funded Lilith. And that's part of the reason why the game is still getting updated as much as it does, because it still makes a lot of money. Back when Chisco was unheard of. Yeah, now he's the top streamer, or top streamer and YouTuber by miles in this game. Like, it's not even remotely close. He is head and shoulders above everyone. I think the next closest probably is like, I don't know, half of him, maybe less. Sub-wise, if we're just going purely on sub count. Which I know isn't the best way to judge a YouTuber's success, but still. Alright. I am curious how long my Zone 6 is going to last. I have like no good frame of reference for how our kingdom's going to perform. I think today we learned a lot of lessons, so that will hopefully be a big fix. Just goes 252, Omniarch's 94. Wow, I actually didn't know Omniarch was that big. I mean, I knew he was well respected. I didn't know that he was I didn't know he was built like that, you know? Trying to get your farm account over to your kingdom. It only needs about 80k more credits. Yeah, see if you could sell anything. Or do a expedition level, get some Aethel heads, and then sell that. I think each one's 5k, right? Let me see. Yeah, each one's 5K. You don't watch any of them? Well, you're here, and that's all that matters. I enjoy some of them. I mean, I've watched Chiskul. I've watched a fair amount of his stuff. I've watched a fair amount of Chadski's stuff in terms of he did these like dopamine streams, they're called, where he's just opening armament chests and crafting things and has people come on the stream and do the same. It's like 30 people just lined up to do it. So it's pretty cool. But I haven't really watched much outside of that, especially since I started doing content. Because it's like, hey, I have time, I'll just stream. I'm not going to watch someone stream. I'll just do it myself. You know? And there's always something to be done. Whether it's barbing or just hanging out and doing an event. Like Tempest Clash. I think I did it on this account, but not on the main, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I have to do it on the main still. Start the next. Let's just see. It didn't look like the helps are working, so I just want to see if that works. You do watch Chatsky. He's the one who got me doing Purist CJ on the K2 account. And you were helping with the CJ testing when you went to K2S Might. That's cool. Yeah, he's got a good I think it's why he's been so successful in such a short amount of time. But his positivity is very infectious. That's also why people, like the community, including myself, were very upset, if you will, or disappointed, I suppose, at his reactions and how he treated the pilot stuff. Because it felt a lot more like a, you know, very objective, very negative just because he can't use pilots anymore type thing. Though he claims he uses none, but I personally, I have to question how someone who reacts that horribly to it. Like, are you really fighting for 22 hours a day, like you say, or something? Like, that's crazy. With Frenzy? I don't know. Good on you if you are. I don't see how that's humanly possible. The amount of time you also sit around without Frenzy in a fight is immense. So, whether it be anchoring or you're waiting for, you know, their rallies to hit, like, there's so many ways that you can lose aggro. I mean, usually it is anchoring, right? But still, I don't know. This feels weird. I think I just hit with the belly first by accident. Oh, that's weird. It's lagging. I should see how many of those event currencies I've had. I haven't tried to turn it in a minute. But what I do have is so many necklaces to play with. Let's do this. Night of the Pumpkin. Alright, we are on the last level now. Let's go. Come on. We're almost there. I've never done this event fully free-to-play. I'm doing it free-to-play on both accounts right now. It's a lot of work. You think the thing is that everyone thought you get 16 hours a day starting the first time you get Frenzy, whether you have it the whole time or not? I never read it that way. I don't think it reads that way from what I remember. I thought it said something along the lines of like after having 16 hours of War Frenzy. But if I'm wrong, it's a little bit of a different story, right? I would lean more towards the angry faction. But yeah. The two ideas I liked the most were device limits, where you just say, listen, we're not going to track IP, we're not going to do anything, but you can only have 4 devices on your account at one time. You could only change it once every 2 weeks or something. And that way, like, hey, if you want a pilot, maybe you can get a pilot, but then you're directly lowering your ability to play. Like, I thought that was a good idea. Welcome, Conrad, I believe. The other idea that I liked was very similar to what they ended up doing, which was like a battle AP. So essentially you'd have a bar that was like AP, and you can fight. It's probably like 16 hours worth of fighting. Let's say it's a frenzy bar, and then just like AP, it would recharge. So that was like a really cool idea that I saw. When you saw the video, you questioned a lot of the information that you learned from him. No, I mean, Chatsky's a great fighter. He's a great YouTuber. He's very entertaining. It just was very much so someone who was, in my opinion, so, you know, feel free to disagree. That's totally okay. It very much so read as someone who spent a few $100,000 in the game, at least, right? And was absolutely crashing out that he wouldn't be able to play as much as he wanted. And I think there's a lot of validity to that because he put the money in. He should be able to do what he wants. But I think the way he approached it came off very privileged, as though saying, I deserve this. And I don't think that really resonated with the majority of the community, who were saying, listen, at the end of the day, 16 hours of fighting is a lot, and pilots fucking suck. And if this solves piloting, maybe it's okay, but let's see what they, test and figure it out. I think that was the takeaway of the community for the vast majority of people. KVK-wise, the only update I could give you is that we got absolutely dumpstered in the ruins this morning. I think we controlled the ruins for probably 10 minutes. They controlled it for 50. The reason why that happened, I think our leadership has figured out now. It sounds like there was some internal organizational issues that they were working through, but I think it's been figured out. That's all I'll say about that. But that's okay, If we won 5 ruins and... Or sorry, 4? How many ruins have we had? If we won 4 ruins and lost the 5th, that's okay. You've seen the device limits suggested a lot. You feel like Lilith support didn't want to have to deal with that. Losing ruins are never a good sign of 1v3. Well, the thing is that it was a big issue of our kingdom. Like, I don't know how to say it without saying it. But I think that it was an issue of our kingdom, and it was also an issue of... It's a 1v3, but it's really like a 1v3 where this is 3 kingdoms, right? Like, this is a very negligible kingdom. We could barely call them one. And then this is 3 whales, and the kingdom is absolute shit, but they have 3 whales. So we're fighting 3 whales, a massively powerful enemy here, and pretty much nothing here. Right? You just realized you were 2 to 3 minutes behind on the stream? That's rough. So this is my restart. We are in 3873. I'm a free-to-play player. I'm up to 18.5 mil. I've got some troops in hospital. And then my main account, or main character rather, is 117 mil. Very much so not free-to-play. In 2877. 117 mil, I guess, not 116. But yeah, so one of the things I said about the whole device limit and all that is like, Lilith needs to just come forward and say, listen, this is why we can't do IP bans. Listen, this is why we can't do device limits. And just go from there. IP bans, I think, are not a good idea. I am not on the side of doing that. Too many people use VPNs. Too many people do all these things. But I don't think that I don't think the other stuff makes sense. Or I do think the other stuff makes sense. I think device limit makes sense. You're in 3881. Oh, I think I was looking at that KVK earlier today. Or yesterday, rather. Last night. I think I was looking at 80 and I was looking at 81. If I remember correctly. I think. Someone here would know. Because I think a few people here were in that stream. Bagra looked like he's playing on auto. Well, that's the problem with Bagra, is he's new and he's not getting better. He is a bad whale. He's a bad player. But money in tier 5 carries. It carries hard. Damn, base tank pushed a lot. Holy crap. But yeah, money carries hard. You wonder if he'll take field ads? He's not going to take field ads. The trades are just too good being a tier 5 player. I think he'll just gem his hospital without even considering. Correction, you were in 81 and you're in 78. 78. That's the 79 KVK, which we've also looked at. We looked a lot at that KVK actually. This KVK is stupid in my eyes, by the way. I believe the 79 KVK was the one that I said 79 is screwed in their 1v3. We are also 1v3, but if I remember correctly, 79 was not strong enough for a 1v3. And someone in our chat told me it was a Diplo thing. Like 79 just had bad Diplo or something. I don't remember exactly. I think Bagra now does do a pilot, which is obviously bad for us. Let's see. Your first enemy this KVK? Do you have when is your zone open, Boom? Because it's something I can spectate is basically what I'm asking you. Because I'm down to spectate KVKs. I think we're nearing where I needed to be with the barbs. 930. Yours. Boom is someone else, but I am curious for everyone's. I want to know 66's Kingland. I want to know my Kingland, which I have no idea. I would love to know 79's Kingland. Or sorry, 79's Zone 6. I need like a master sheet. You're in the WL Alliance? 5 to 6 days for you? Gotcha. Seems like everyone is going to have it at the same time pretty much. Let me see here. The Warriors Unbound fight. King of All Britain. With the Kingland? You're so cooked, you're the only whale there. You can watch your farm, Kingland. Was it East Anglia? Yeah. Oh, they got zone locked? This is like looks like it's over, but they're still fighting. Yep, looks like it's an L for this team. Looks like they have lost. Quick redacted messages. 72 is cooked. The rulers are ticks. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Not much I can say to that. Fair enough. I think before, even though it's not going to be, you know, all of it, I think before I do call the stream, which is not right now, I will do the I will open over 1,000 necklaces. You're only 5 mil, almost 6 mil? Oh, alright. I mean, that's a little tough for you. It's gonna be a tough KVK for you. You think 79 KVK is 1 day ahead of 73? So they should have past 6 open Monday. How are they 1 day ahead? Didn't their KVK open like a few days behind us? Oh wow. It is a small KVK 1. Or sorry, KVK 2. For you to be, that means that out of the 8 kingdoms, there's only probably around 100 tier 5. That's not too impressive from what I know. Off the top of my head, at least. Oh wait, what? Hold on. What am I looking at? Is this? Oh, this is your kingdom, and that was the. Oh yikes! Yeah, you guys are in some trouble. Looks like you're fighting for rewards. You're not fighting for star, right? Oh, there are no barbs. Have to go south. It took us a long time with fort builds. Yeah, but even then, isn't it only a 24-hour thing? So I guess Zonlox is right, or Zonlox is right, that it opened at the same time. Korean gamers came to 72 and wiped everyone out. It sucks. Your strength is your strong leader and a female gamer. You know, as much as that's funny, it is so true that carries you hard. That carries you very far in this game. Carries you very far. You're the only whale. Guess you got to use your 7k days of speeds. Ah, save for a Zenith, man. Go crazy. Save for that Zenith and go wild. I think we got, what, a Cav or Imp one coming up in February or whatever the next Zenith is. Since we just had leadership and archers before that, I believe, if I remember correctly. I think it's either Cav, Inf, or Engineering. I don't think it's going to be Engineering. How come you stayed there for KVK 2, Boom? Considering how weak they are and how much you're a clear dominant player. Cav next, then Inf, unless Engineering pops out. Okay. Cav. So I'm not going for it, obviously, but that'll be a very competitive one to watch. A lot of KVK 1 people push that. The free resources is nice. Yeah, that sounds really nice. It sounds very nice indeed. Maybe I'll change my profile pic from the YouTube one. Maybe I'll abandon the YouTube one for a little. Though I do love getting messages about this. People are like, how the hell did you do that? I want gems. Wow. So when I started in... Wow, my thumbnails have gotten so much better. Look how bad these are. Holy crap. When I started in this kingdom, I had like probably 20, 25 subs. And now we're at almost 700. Oops. That is so hype. What a dub. It almost makes me reminiscent. It makes you feel very accomplished. Oh, it was the only kingdom you could go to redo KVK 2. Yeah, I don't know the migration rules well enough with all the changes to really talk about it. Original K2 was in 3777, but people nuked the alliance and migrated out, so it wasn't a fair chance. Damn. Yeah, you gotta give it a little bit of a run back for that. forgot. So I have another arc here. 777 didn't have a chance, sadly. It's weird. I have my helps back, but I don't have my helps back. I don't understand what's happening. Are people just not online then? Actually, which is kind of wild. Maybe they're recovering after staying up late for the ruins. Honestly, I could see that. And the circle too. Zonlux, were you part of that KVK, or are you just familiar with it? Oops. I guess I'll keep doing the same thing. That's fine. Alright, let's get back out here. Talk with Oppo a bit. Gotcha. I didn't even know Oppo was in there. Or in that KVK. I kind of need to familiarize myself better with these the other YouTubers. I'm aware of them, and I have like a rough idea of, you know, when drama happens or whatever. But I don't know too much about them. He's in 3777. Gotcha. Well, he wasn't in that list of people that Boom just sent. Go over here. Oh, I wanted to check King Mails. That's what I wanted to do like an hour ago. I want to see if they sent any new King Mails. Oh, I gotcha. Oh shit, it's like 2 a.m. Alright. Well, after this we'll get back to the Barbin. Oh yeah, they definitely sent the victory mail. New rewards have been announced for the battle in Crusader Ruins. Wait, what is this referring to? Awards will be given to top 5 players under 30 mil. 5 flux. I'm just trying to understand what this is referring to. The top fighters, I guess? Like top fighting stats? I'm honestly not sure. I feel like I need a translator for that guy's mails. I feel like, isn't he Turkish? Why doesn't he just write in Turkish? And let the game translate it. Alright, let's read this thing. We had a very big day today as we conquered 3 challenging circles of Zone 2. Oh god. What a good start when he's calling Zone 5 Zone 2. Through strong teamwork and commitment, RR and Arcade made their kingdom proud. Every member who took part shines today. In addition, I would like to acknowledge the ongoing honor, dedication, and contribution of our members throughout the season. The following governors have been awarded Kingdom Chest for outstanding performance and commitment. Congratulations to all participants or recipients. Actually, that's a very sweet mail. That's a very nice mail. Besides the Zone 2, this is a very sweet mail. Rewarding fighters of buying, resources, and giving. That's not a good thing for us. If he does, just buy resource sellers for every fighter. I mean, Bagra paid people flux to push. He said, hey guys, whoever gets top, 3 in MG or whatever, he gave flux to. And he gave 2 other guys flux to push towards tier 5. We know he does it. It's nothing new. He's a Kraken. He's got money on his side and no skill. That's literally the definition of him. Yeah, so they have nothing new. I like checking out their king mails. Sometimes you get to see something interesting. Yeah, I keep saying we are certainly at a lesser chance of winning. The only upside is that I genuinely do not believe that he has. I don't think they have the ability to drain us. I don't think 74 has assistant kingdoms that are strong enough to drain us. Is what I tried to say. Like, I don't think 75 can do anything in Kingsland to us. They don't even have a tier 5. They don't have a single one. I don't think that 76 can do anything to drain us. Unless we do something dumb, like we do take this zone or something. And we get a couple people zeroed. But outside of that, if you guys do lose, 69 can take the good fighters. Well, guess I won't be invited. Deadweight go to 75. Yeah. I mean, 75 had sent king mails the other day that openly said, basically, we allow deadweight, which is, you know, to each their own. I guess they know exactly what they're doing as a deadweight kingdom. But yeah, they sent a mail that was like, if you're not allowed in KVK, feel free to farm in our home kingdom. You're part of our family too. I think that was basically the words. Yeah, just farm free MGEs, I guess. Yeah. And never fight again. Never get accepted anywhere because you have no PP. Because you're garbage. How did I get so many of these? Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, right? Is you get some free MGEs, but it doesn't help you at all. Sit there and get Zenith. Well, Zenith isn't going to help you because Zenith is the region, right? Or the continent, not the region. So, it's just MGEs, gold head events. But again, you got to balance your KP or else it's going to be terrible. And you won't be accepted anywhere. Your last KVK stats will be bad, all that jazz. All that fun stuff. Most KVK 1 die. Yeah, that's true. Usually after KVK 2 and 3, kingdoms start to really fall apart if they didn't after KVK 1. Just go for MGEs and snag Zenith, then migrate to your OG kingdom. It's an interesting plan, I'll tell you that much. Okay. God, I need this to be over with. My main still isn't even done. I wonder if I can get the Kingsland data from King's Codex. I wonder if they'd have it. Is anyone familiar with a good source of KVK timelines? The only one that comes to mind is that King's Codex just has everything, so it probably has it. But I'm not sure. Let me pull it out of my monitors. King's... Well, let me look at this first. Game support. Oh, that's funny. Yes, they acknowledged that the survey they sent out included a bunch of events that were not released. Alright, now what was I doing? I was going to the King's Codex to look for if they had timelines or something I could get. KVK questions? Timeline maps? Okay, Cook. King's Codex Cook. I need KVK Season 1. Customizable timeline. Oh my god, I am cooking. Holy cook. You rely on more experienced players? Yeah, fair enough. How do I do this? Disclaimer and log. KVK1 timeline. Easy view. Okay. Great Zig. Let me do it this way. Hold on. This is what I mean. I wish our leadership here took a little more. I wish they asked for more help from me. Like, do they even know what the King's? Do they have King's Codex? I would hope so. So, all right, where do I make a copy? Go disclaimer, maybe. They have a DKP calculator. This thing's sick. This is awesome. Let me make a copy of this. And I'm gonna go forward. Wait, we don't have dates posted? No, so we kind of do. They were doing it manually, and they only did it up to Zone 6, and I've been begging them to get me one that shows, like, modern time. But they haven't done it yet. So I'm kind of just saying, alright, I'm done with this. Let me make my own. And so what are we up to? Can I... Oh, can I not edit it though? Oh no, maybe I can. Maybe I can. I'm just trying to understand. This sheet is a little bit confusing for me. Maybe I'll go to the easy view. Maybe that's simple. Alright. Codex has all the answers. No wonder leadership sits in 66 Discord all day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they are definitely not the most experienced of leadership, but they are my leadership. King's Codex is awesome. It really is. I am trying to understand this thing. It's a little bit confusing if I'm being honest with you. Even their disclaimer and log isn't that... doesn't really clear it up. Oh, fill in the time here. Okay, now I got it. Now I got it. So if I go to here, monument, fucking... Oh, does this not tell us? It doesn't tell us when it finished because we didn't fucking achieve it. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe the only thing we need is... No, they are both relevant. Oh my god. No, I figured it out, but I don't have the times. Let me ask... I'll make Cyrus give it to me. I'll get Discord up. Cyrus, where are you? Yo, what is the time UTC that the first Chronicle finished and the inch by inch stage? Oh wait, I'm being dumb. We didn't finish the first one. So the first one's going to be 0 UTC. Right? Because it's 24 hours since the start. If I remember correctly. And then the should be in mail. Let me look. God, you guys are so fucking smart. Holy shit. You guys are cooking up a storm right now. It should be in here, shouldn't it? The only issue is that one of the UTC time, it'll just have the hour. Right? Like it just says a day ago. Oh no, it says it here. Oh my god, you guys are cooking. You guys are literally cooking. Oh my god. Alright, so fill in the time, hours, minutes, seconds. Yeah, you guys are cooking. It took me a minute to figure it out because I'm not cooking myself. So hours, minutes, seconds. Why does it have 5 time slots then? Or 5 or 4 slots? I guess it's milliseconds? That's weird. How do you ever do that? Oh my god, this is so cool. So by default, since we did not finish our first one, it should be 24 hours. So I just need to convert my time to UTC. Well, I don't need to convert the 354, do I? Isn't the 354 the UTC time I was sent the mail? So that should be when it finished. That time is your time as well. It says everything, you just need to convert. Mail time is my time zone, not UTC. But 354... Why am I'm being dumb. So I just got this... Oh, I see. So because the 1:10 a.m. it's sent at 1:10. So that was at 3... God, you guys are so built different. Now was this then done in the middle of the day? That's what I have to figure out, right? I have to figure out if it's 3:54 a.m. or p.m. 10:31. How could I figure this out? Where'd it go? I did this. Mail's next to it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look at. Well, if I did this, it wasn't... Oh, it could have been 2 a.m. See, that's the problem, is I play forever. But based on what you just said, since this says 10:31 and this is 10:30, that means this would have been reset. And then, or like, yeah, so this would have been reset, which would make this AM. That would make this 3:54 AM, if I'm being smart. And that kind of makes sense too, because I would have been doing barbs at 2 a.m. I would have done barbs at 2 a.m. And then I would have woken up a few hours later, 6 hours later, and redeemed the code. I feel like that makes logical sense. This is the sunset mail. So 30. I mean, I didn't get another sunset mail. This is the next sunset mail. Well, yeah, so if it's bro, I feel like I need a PhD right now to understand this. What about matchmaking? I can figure it out that way. When did I matchmake? Opponent found. Yo, does anyone have an ROK PhD that is able to figure this out? 16 UTC. Maybe I could reverse engineer it. So like right now. Okay, so like, oh wow, that really changes. Difference in mail from sunset. Alright, let's try this again. So we have sunset here. Actually, hold on. Hold on, I could use Discord pings. When did he ping on Discord that they activated a king buff? When did they ping on Discord that they activated a king buff? We are getting our PhDs today. See, what's gonna be really funny is if they just didn't ping. This would have been like 2 days ago, roughly. Okay, so this was at 11:30 a.m. my time. Where the fuck was that? Where was that? You know what I also could do? It's right here. What I also could have done is I could check the Lost Temple for this. But alright, so this was 11:30 a.m. my time, which makes this for sure, I would say, 3:30 or 3:54 a.m. The time between this has to be 3:54 a.m. Which makes sense. I would have been up at 2 a.m. I would have been up at 2 a.m. doing the hammer stuff for that stream. So 3:54 a.m. Which means that fill in the time it took to complete the chapter. Oh god, so now I have to go to when it started. So it finished at 3:54 a.m. And then I have to figure out when this one ended. Oh wait, we didn't need to do, oh my god. Zunlocks, we didn't need to do any of that. Because it's just the difference. I just need to know how long it took to finish. So like this would have been, 4 hours on that day. And then another another 3 hours 54. Is that right? So it took 7 hours 54 minutes. 7 hours 54 minutes. Took 7 hours 54 minutes. That's actually so fucking crazy that we just put all that work in and both of us didn't realize. Well, I guess I'm the one with it right in front of my eyes, so I didn't realize. It's pretty embarrassing. And let's see if that makes sense. So, oh wait, can I? Hold on. How do I change? Fill in the date our registration period started. I think off the top of my head that was the 12th, but is that something I can check, or is that going to be way beyond the scope of mail? Yeah, that's way beyond the scope of mail. Yeah, I shouldn't even try. Alright, so I think registration was the 12th. Let me see what happens if I put the 12th in. And this is the last thing I think I need. Kingdom mail? I don't think we sent a king mail. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Hold on. If registration took... Or is it getting cut off? Is that what's happening? No. Stream. Did I stream? Is the first stage Marauders? Because I probably did stream that then. Yeah, it is Marauders. Alright, I guess I could... Oh no, but that's not registration. It would be like 7 days back from that stream or something. Oh my god, I gotta have a PhD. Can I show this? How can I show this to you guys? Let me show you what I'm looking at. We're gonna go here. Can I make this like half a screen? Okay. Yeah, we could do it. We could do it like this. Yeah, that works. All right. So laptop screen. So this is what I'm working with right now. The problem is I put in... Oh, because they're... oh, God. It's because they're British. or their UK / rest of the world. So I need to put 1210. I figured it out immediately upon pulling it up. So under that argument, you would have past 6 on the 3rd, which is wrong. So what did I do wrong here? What did I do wrong? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Where did I go wrong? That was just a little bit off of what we expected it to be. Pull that back up. We didn't beat this, so this should have taken us the full 24 hours. The month and day, I believe, are correct. Unless it ended... Like, would this be correct? The 28th. Was that our first... Now, this I can pull up Discord for again. And see if our first... Because this would have been in the announcements. So I could see if our first... Or even past 4, actually. Was our past 4 on the 26th? 26. Where are we? Let me do this first. Wow, I am, this reminds me of my king days. Doing all this work for the fucking kingdom. Because someone's gotta do it. Your mission, blah, blah, blah. Be ready in 26 minutes, which means the first ruins is different than they have posted. Okay. Do we have a past 4 showing? I wish they just said... Well, they say 12 UTC, so the UTC time is right. The day... I think the day is wrong. It looks like the day is wrong. When did we take past 4? Past 4 is opening in 5 minutes. Okay, so the 25th, they said that. Oh, it opened at 10:26 0 UTC, technically. Which means this is 12 hours off. This is 12 hours too far ahead. So, what if I just say, let's not worry about it then? And I did this. Oh wait, that didn't change this. What if I said, let's not worry about it then, and did this? Would that be fixed? Past 6? No. No, it wouldn't. They said past 4 opening in 5 minutes, get online, blah blah blah. That was 0 UTC. So why is this? And I don't think that was incorrect. The problem is you have no idea, right? You have no idea if they messed it up or if it is correct without remembering, and my memory is just not working out right now. What am I up to? Hey, 1010, let's go. Did I hit it? Nope, not even close. Alright, probably one more big push. Okay. This is cool though. I didn't know King's Codex had this. I don't know if King's Codex existed back when I was a king. I feel like you had Chisgule's Discord with that one section, and that's like it. Pull this back up. I mean, it seems like this makes sense. This is off. This is off. This makes sense. That means this would probably make sense. I just don't get why this looks different to me. Ancient ruins. 27th at 12 UTC. Past 4, 25th. So maybe I'm just a day ahead. But that's the thing, if I'm a day ahead and it's the 12th, that would mean this opens on Monday. And if that opens on Monday, then our leadership has been telling us the wrong day. Is that what I'm uncovering? That our leadership has been giving us the wrong day for our past 6 opening? Is there a way for me to find this? How can I verify this? This would be pretty wild if I just discover this right now. Past 6. Yeah, hold on. Could I be wrong, or am I 7:30? Okay. Alright, this could be interesting, guys. I may have just uncovered something pretty crazy for our KVK. And honestly, a lifesaver, if I'm correct. Because we would not have even shown up. Thursday. Past 6. Am I right? This is past 6, right? Past 5 enters the zone. Then past 6. Alright. Well, let's now use the in-game stuff and see if I can just look at it and figure it out. And that would help verify. So like right now, this is done in an hour. Then we've got 48, so 49 hours, let's say. That's Sunday. No, so it has to be Tuesday. So that means I'm wrong on the sheet. Because 2 days alone is all of Sunday, all of Monday. And then 13 hours later it would open. Because of the 12-hour thing with the bubble and then another hour. Interesting. Seems I'm just too stupid to figure out a sheet. That is the takeaway for you guys. Pethris cannot figure out a sheet. Despite doing quite a bit of work on sheets. I cannot figure out a sheet for the life of me. I'm not sure what I have wrong. My guess is that I got the inch by inch stage wrong, because that was the thing that we were spending so much time trying to figure out. Like maybe the mill doesn't get sent right away or something stupid. I don't know. I did message Cyrus, who is one of our people who handled this, so maybe he'll get back to me and I'll figure it out. I kind of just want to understand it even for future KVK planning. Okay. The first chronicle is 24 hours, right? I am correct in that. Making camp is in fact Oh wait, why does it say first steps? And siege of the land is 40 hours? What is it referring to? I see it says inch by inch on that. First steps. Did they change the timeline for KVK 1 since they made this sheet? Is that what's happening? Because it's making camp. It's not first steps. Oh, is that what happened? Is King's Codex just outdated? Making camp? No, it's called making camp. What the fuck? Dude, what? I'm like mind boggled. It would have been 24 hours. It took us the full 24 hours. Man, I might as well be part of 75. That's how useless I feel right now. That was mean. I didn't need to say that. So, if we are supporting the claims of our leadership, who think it's 20 UTC, if I add 12 hours to inch by inch, and let's say it was like that 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. rather, no, it'd still be wrong. What if it took another 12 hours? So it became 29:31. That could be it. This could be it. Oops. If it took 31 hours rather than what we previously thought, that would mean at a minimum the past 6 would line up. And if Great Zig is then the 23rd, it'd be on a Sunday? I thought all... Oh, no. Past 7 is the important one, right? In this KVK? Yeah, past 7. So that would make the significant Kingsland fight... Oh, wait, it's not... You can't build right away. Oh. Oh, man, this is complicated. I'm gonna just let someone else figure this out. I can't figure this out. I just now remembered that you can't even build when it opens. So figuring that out is going to be a whole pain. Switch back to the scene, normal scene. Well, if we operate under the assumption that they're correct, that means that That means that 20 UTC on Tuesday it opens, and I will be streaming it probably around reset, like 23. Something like that. And if I stream it at 23 UTC, there should be fighting. That's when it should almost pick up, because that's when the forts will be built. And it should be a fight that will last. I mean, we're fighting a very powerful kingdom. And I like to think we're powerful ourselves. So, we will see. Music stopped. There we go. Backing up. I almost wonder... I'll probably send my auto barb on for my main before I sleep. Sadly, I don't have auto barb here. 1042. You guys think I'm gonna get good stuff from that? What do you guys think? 1042 necklaces currently. It'll probably be like close to 1200 by the time I'm done. Probably be decent stuff, right? Can't fathom it's gonna be bad. Maybe I'll get like 1,000 gems or something. That'd be pretty neat. I think 1,000 gems would be a valid ask. I'll have enough for 7k, 7k, and the more than gems then. That would be a dub. Ooh, we've crossed the 3-hour mark in the stream. Alright, chat. Everyone decided that everyone got brain dead with me. With the calendar, it looks like everyone went, whoop, I'm done. Oh yeah, you're free to play? Yep. Yes I am. Us poor free to play gotta eat too. Creating the bastions. You need the 100 egg and 50k more than gems. Oh, that's brutal. Good luck with that one. Bastions are still brutal. Thank God they reduced the time requirement on them, but they really need to completely overhaul that system in my eyes. It's just not fun. It's just like a horrible time drain. How much does 100 egg cost? I almost asked you how much does 50k more than gems cost. That's hilarious. No, I don't know how much 100 egg costs. I haven't done egg in a while because I was doing KVK gear on my main. You got 30k gems this week? Damn. Damn. 30k gems, huh? $36k? You must be saying that's how much you get. That can't be. 2,400 gems is 5 spins, right? So you do that 20 times, so 48,000-ish. Wow, that's cheap. I thought it was way more than that. You only buy mats and gold head pop-up? Yeah, the riders. You're up 782,000 gems. It's more than 36. Yeah, it's like 48. Yep. Boom. That's free to play. Yeah. Chaining and gem farming. For sure, gem farming. For sure. You meant to do 47 and type 36. Yeah, it's definitely that time of night. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, Boom is actually the best gem farmer to ever gem farm. He's got tier 8 gem farmers. This is like really my first time gem farming in a long time. I used to do it religiously on my main. Now I've just got like one march doing it while I barb. Who the fuck? Bro, I've been here for 4 minutes. Who sent something here? I've been here for 4 minutes and someone sent a march here? That's crazy. I wonder how far they are. Okay. Still the mean icon and all? Yeah. Here, let me just put it on a clean slate for the quick Photoshop. Got everything from our zone 6, so you're happy? You got every reward? Well, I did not get circles, which is kind of an L. So, wow, that sucks. It just lagged. I didn't get it. Yeah, but I didn't get circles, so that's minus 9k gems for me. 700k is free to play. Should be 1 mil daily. Yeah, honestly, 1 mil is about expected. You're gonna really struggle to get your, you know, wheel, your egg as a really bad free to play farmer right there. That 1 mil gems is really a necessity, I'd say, a day. Can we also just note, just for the reality conversation, if you farmed 1 million gems per day, it would still take you over a week to get max VIP. Isn't that nuts? It would take you, what, 9 days, right? It would take 9 days to max VIP if you farmed 1 million gems a day. That's crazy. It's crazy just to think. Just to put it in that perspective. That's just VIP. Yeah. Let me farm 300k real quick. Not including events. Yeah. No, it's just wild, honestly, how much VIP it takes. I mean, I'm VIP 19 on my main now, and I don't think I'll ever hit SVIP. Like, I think I need another like 3 million gems. I mean, obviously I've already been eating away at it just from gold chests, but I genuinely do not think I will ever get it. It takes so much, and I'm not gonna put any more gems into it. Even during War in the Gems, it's like, obviously I want other things. Mats, really. Your main is enough VIP tokens to push SVIP again. Yeah. Well, you could share the love with me if you'd like. I will accept. Alright, how many more we gotta do? I'd like to start saving my AP. That may be enough with natural AP. What do you guys think? Is that enough? Is that enough? Natural AP to get me 120 within the next 17 hours? It's gotta be. Bagra got SVIP in Zone 3, I believe. He got SVIP in Zone 3 before I even had him marked to Tier 4. Wild. Just so much money. I mean, it is a shame because and some of you can relate to this, my main's big push and all the stuff on that account character is all pre-flux. And sometimes I just think, what would I have if I had flux? How much more money would be in my bank account if I had flux? The answer is probably a lot. Or 10%. Whatever that is. So, that is my, like... Flux is my old man, back in my day statement. Like, whenever someone complains about prices, you know, back in my day, we didn't even get the Flux coins. It is crazy, though, to think about where I would be. How big my account would have been instead. A lot of speed ups I'm getting from this. Curious to see how... Wow, I got so many resources. It has been a very, very good push for me. 17 days of building speeds. I don't really have too much of a care for building speeds anymore. Though I still have building to do, I suppose. But yeah, I was worried that my goal of 1,000 subs by Christmas is very unrealistic, and then we had some. I forget if it was a video or a stream. I think it was a stream. One of my streams did really well recently, where I got like 15 subs, and I need like 6.5 per day from just the math of it all. So that was like, okay, now I've got 2.5 days under my belt from the one stream. Take a deep breath. But it is very much so a morale thing for me. It's not, you know, you're never gonna make good money in ROK. I'm just doing it for fun, and you know, the reason I've done 4 streams in the last like 30 hours is because I've just had a good time. It's been enjoyable. Though ironically, I've been streaming outside of the time zone of some of my main viewers too, who pop in during the day. So I should do a stream earlier. See, maybe I can make that work. Maybe I can make that happen. Kind of been doing both, honestly, rather than choosing one. Pop up whenever you see me. Well, I certainly do appreciate it. It's definitely I think a noticeable difference in stream quality when you have active participants who know the game a bit like you. I think it definitely adds to the quality of the stream and how much we can help new players who pop in and all that fun jazz. You know, I think it adds credibility to the questions and opinions that we give. So I do greatly appreciate it. And if we ever do find ourselves in the same kingdom, I will owe you one hospital payment. I will pay for your hospital one time. That is me taking care. Been playing since 2019. Don't have much experience. Yeah, man. You're dead weight. Yeah. I mean, until you can farm 1,000,000 gems a day, you are dead weight. That's just the facts. You have to accept it. You're still just a prince. Till you're that king, you know? You're still just Prince Boom. Till you're King Boom. You are truly dead weight. Just like me. You've joined the deadweight team. We are the biggest team in all of ROK. Let me farm 300k real quick. Yeah, I mean, you gotta. Can't afford the jewels in your crown right now. Achievements. Let's go. Achievements. Vanquisher. 100,000 barbs. National Guard. That's kind of a funny... Wait, that's not what I wanted. It's fine. Do I get gold keys? Nope. Stars. National Guard is kind of a funny name for that one. Let me see. Finger slipped and 6 gold chests. Yeah, you farmed up 6 gold checks. Wow, I can't speak. I'm getting tired. Yeah, must have farmed it. Good job. The farm really worked out for you there. All right, we're gonna send them home. We're gonna send out them as farmers, and we'll use the natural AP tomorrow. Can I just start this? 12 hours from now. We'll do this. Okay. Man farmed up his credit card. Been there. Been that professional gem farmer. Lohar. Alright, so should I open the necklaces? You guys think I'll get 1,000 gems? That's the goal. I have 1,093 necklaces. I wanted to get 1,000 gems from 1,093 necklaces. You guys think I'm gonna get it? You know what? Let's see how active. We got 11 people here. Let's do. Will I get 1,000 gems from necklaces? Let's start a poll. 33k gems. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about 33k. That's a little ambitious. See, I always wonder this because I seem to consistently have 8 people in my stream at all time, and then it fluctuates higher than that to, you know, 10 to 15 to 20. But I always wonder how active a lot of these people are. Every necklace is 10 gems minimum. Yeah. Maybe I'll get my 1,000,000 gems this way. This is actually the secret strategy to getting 1,000,000 gems. I may actually hunt me, so I'm gonna... Let me get off their territory. This. Okay. We are gonna be opening all of those in literally a second. You're always in, you just don't talk? Yeah, that's totally fine. I just, it builds, again, it is 100% fine. But there are people that I see in the stream, like Zeb is a good example, Prince Boom at this point, Zonlox, like a handful of these guys. You know, Oob when Oob was here, that you'll see her line on, that I'm like recognizing them, I suppose. And I feel bad that I'm not able to recognize those 8 people that are here every time and don't talk. Like, I wish I could know who you are, just so I can, you know, appreciate you guys, I guess. Alright, I want to open this, so we're going to end the poll. Alright, so with 3 votes, we had 2 people say I will get it, and 1 say I will not. I want 1,000 gems. And I've got 1,093 necklaces, alright? Alright, 3, 2, 1, let us go. 118. 100. Alright, so that's a lot of resources, isn't it? Holy shit. What are the... Let me pull up an ROK calculator. I know you can just add like the 4 zeros to the end, but that's too much in my brain. That seems like a lot of resources. That is... This is 14 mil. 14.5 mil. Oh, there's 50Ks too. 14.6 mil. Ooh, the music stopped. Why'd you stop? We're opening something. Come on, it's bad timing. 1,770 arrows. Not too shabby. How does the speed ups look for that? 209, 5 minutes? What even is that? I can't even do that. That's 17 hours. This is 17 hours of speed ups. So I basically got 17 hours of all 3. All 4. 17k arrows and gems. Yeah, 1,180. We dubbed up right there. About 18,000 gems worth of arrows. 1,180 gems, which is really the good thing. Almost a day of each type of speed up. Not a day, but almost a day. And really good resources. What do we say? Let me just do the math on the, I don't know, the wood? Is that what we want to do? I got a lot more food. Let's do food because that'll be more fun. So of this food, so 1467 is 14 mil, and then 122 of those. So I got 20.77 million food in items. Not bad. And I've got a whole bunch of Lohars. So my bag is recovering, which is good. Pop that open. Got good gems now. We're still got to finish the other thing. Watchtower is cooking. I mean, it's not like I really need it, right? This is obviously my choke point. I got to do a lot more forts. Barbing has never been my issue. That was kind of good. I'm kind of okay with that. I broke 1,000 gems and I got almost a day of each speed up for Lohars. In addition, by the way, to the couple thousand I got for killing them and all the other stuff. Not too shabby. Alright, so the plan on this one, first off, unfortunately I can't show it, but these 4, I don't think I'm still going to be streaming 28 minutes, but these 4, unfortunately, I will not have on stream. No, you're useless. I got some craziness. I actually had, it cost me 780 AP to do my dispatches. That's how much it was. Yeah, you have 24.6k arrows. Is there a reason you're hoarding them and not selling them? I sold all of mine on my main. And now I'm just saving up. You can see I didn't claim Philip so that hopefully I could swap it to Achilles when he comes out. That's my master plan. Right here. He's not in there, right? He's not in there yet. Achilles. Yeah, he's not in there. But I'm hoping he'll be in there right after the trial. Kind of ironic. I'm at like the exact same spot on both accounts right now. I think we're a little further here. Oops. We just send one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're just hoarding them up. There's no reason not to sell them that I know of. You're gonna say, oh yeah, so you answered. You're saving them all until you can sell it for a massive amount, 25 million plus. Yeah. Yep. That's cool. I've always considered doing that, but I get hasty. I pull the trigger. Let me see what I'm at now, actually. Goldie. Hey, 2000 VIP. Thank you, Influenza. Influenza's a massive whale here. Spends some guap. Oh, I got 3. Oh, from Arc. Yeah, I actually don't open these. But let me, you can see I've been saving up my treasures. I was thinking of saving it for like 1,000 and doing a YouTube short or something with it. What am I at? Only 2.5. Yeah, and I sold my blueprints recently too. So I don't actually have much I can sell. I had to sell it when I was pushing Zenith. I literally sold everything I had. I spent 2.5 grand. Also, I could push and win. Everything for Zenith, you know? That's how it goes. Zenith is life and love and happiness. Especially now that I got the city theme. It's also just so convenient because with 5% AP, I literally never have to swap out of it. There's no such thing as like an off-season skin besides this one. So, very convenient. I already did this. I also got 3.8 million coins here. Spaking Cat starts getting good, then boom, Zenith. Yeah. Nah, it worked out nicely for me that I had some good good hits in the stock market, and then Zenith came. So I was like, all right, guess I'm winning Zenith. Guess I'm going for Zenith. But it did cost more than I expected, obviously. I think that's how most events work in this game. But it cost me significantly more than I planned. But it was not a problem. It was not a problem for me. It worked out. That's all I can say. Though I also, fun fact, that no matter how much I spend, I absolutely will never spend during this because I just purely protest it. You get good stuff. I protest the shit out of this recharge. I think it is the most bullshit recharge ever, and I will never, ever, ever buy it. I protest this to the end. I do not care. I am protesting it. How many gems do I have? I wonder if I have to spend a little bit to get, what's it called? The 50k? Kind of. We'll see. If I spend, I will happily take the hit and not doing this. I genuinely just cannot. I'm so against it. Dude, for the skill reset. Alright, how about we do a trade? You send my restart, the arrows and books. I send you skill resets. Where are my skill resets? What is this? Oh, our card. Okay. Where is skill resets? I have 6. Yeah, you could have them if you want. I don't use them. I do not use them. I mean, skill resets are kind of like, in my eyes at least, generally less relevant in SOC. Like, I feel like most commanders end up either being 5-5-1-1 or you don't touch them ever. So, but yeah, the gold heads are a thing. Oh, you know what? I think I need to do Tempest Clash here. Right? I gotta do one of them. You have 37, but you use them for dropping power. Oh, clever. Very clever. That is actually very, very clever. I gotta give it to you. That's something that I would benefit from. So what is that? I mean, that's probably not that much power though. It's probably what, like 10,000 per commander or something? 50,000? I don't know. Because it just resets the skills, right? Not the level of them. So that's clever. I never thought of that. I guess I always just have the password, so I've never even worried. I like never even considered. I just kind of do it. Oops. Germany. Am I in Germany? I didn't even think about that. I don't know what civ I'm in on this account. Oh god, I just realized you have 3 infantry. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. That'll be funny. Nothing like 3 infantry. $75k per, but if you do talents too, it's 116. Yeah, you'd have to be right on the crux. Alright, well they have 2 cav, so that's good at least. Those 2 cav are gonna have a rough day. Was he AFK? God damn it. Oh no. Repel. Oh, don't bash. You'll use some for Huo to swap between expertise for chaining and fielding. So are you one of those multiple chainers at a time people? I don't think I'll be in its range over here, will I? Let's see if we can kill him quick. Actually, let's see. Can I just leave him low? Then maybe I'll suicide on this. I wouldn't mind that. I don't mind that. That's okay. Now he's going to be stuck healing for the next minute. You chain with 5 marches? Yeah, no wonder you get those million gems a day. You're built different like that. Also, I just wanted to say, let me scroll up. Steven, I do appreciate you actually saying something and answering there. I hope it was clear that I am more than appreciative of everyone being here, even if you don't talk, and nor is there need to talk. But I do want to say I do appreciate you chiming in when I was discussing that. Trying to get all commanders level 60. Have 7 more to go. Wait, those are... I feel like you're trolling me right now. Those are 2 very conflicting statements about trying to keep commander power low and getting them all to level 60. I guess I'll just sit here. Okay, why are we... Alright, well, he'll handle him. Let me flip on this guy. Okay. Level 60, just no talents, only at 15k. Ah. So you're teaching me all this about commanders. I have a lot of them done. So honestly, maybe I'll do the same thing. It drives me really crazy seeing the icon to upgrade it. It drives me nuts. So I usually just upgrade it anyways. Alright, big damage. Come on. Yes, I will do the damage to them. Oh, I just cooked. They both thought they were going to push him. Alright, well. Yeah, yep, you're cooked. Wow, I just got 3 repels off there. The last ones you have are green. You just sold your stars, so gotta rebuild. Yeah. Got a boom there. Yeah, I did that with my purples. I gotta be mindful on my restart not to sell certain things that I'm gonna use on like epic commanders, for instance, because I'm doing the siege that I wouldn't have done typically. So it's like I operate on a mentality that's different on that account, and I need to remember that. It's even like speed ups. Like I'm used to not even thinking about my speed ups when I fight on my main, because I'll just buy them if I run out, which is exactly what I did last KVK. But you can't do that on the restart. I'm sticking with the free to play. Thought I was body blocking him, I guess not. Oh no, Ward. You forgot you're on the little account and you sold all the epic gear. Oh no. Dude, I can see myself doing that too. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you one bit. Okay. I don't think I have to use any AP here. I have absolutely no plan for how I'm using the AP on this account. This is good. This will, I think whatever I get when I go to bed, AP wise, will finish this. Combined with the gatherers and the city and all that jazz. Oh wait, let me Gaius swap to there. So let me just go back to this account, take a look. Lohar gave me some nice value there. And I think it's also good for me to have more Lohars, like these summons, so I could do some shenanigans in Kingland. That is my plan. So, you will see. I need this to stop coming up as 19 notifications. It's driving me absolutely nuts. Alright, I get it. And there's no way for me to press read all either, so I get it. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, you are a minute away. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like I'll send a troop somewhere on the restart and just think I have all the march speed from my VIP, all the march speed from my tech, like all the things I don't have that I have in my main. And I'll be like, holy crap, this is taking years. When in reality, it's only like 20% of the difference anyways. But alright, so once I send this gatherer out, guys, I think we're calling it. So with that said, you got 30 seconds more of me to tolerate before I head to bed. If you have not liked and have not subscribed, what are you doing? Leave that like and subscribe. I've been doing streams multiple times a day the last 2 days. We're probably going to try to keep up doing a few a week. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. If not, I have a video idea I was going to work on. So we'll see. I'm leaving it up to future me to decide. But yeah, like, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Keep tuning in. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up, including our zone fight this week. Bye-bye.